Kids get to choose that on road games, and that's what they've elected to do with the famous gold helmets. And a good crowd from Mount Carmel has made the 50-minute trip up north. A nice day, clouds, a little partly cloudy skies, most sun though. Nice breeze blowing, the big giant flag at one end of the field in the end zone. And
who thought there'd be rain today, huh?
I guess we thought there would be. It sure looked like the hurricane remnants were going to keep the tri-state in wet spaces all weekend long, but that didn't happen at all. So here we are. Now the Robinson Maroons make their entrance onto the field. I guess we're going to do all this before the national anthem here.
Yeah, everybody. They said stand for the national anthem 10 minutes ago. So.
I don't remember hearing it. I hope we weren't talking to it.
No, we were not. They're still standing here at Robinson. They play the school song. The team takes the field, and then it's time, I think, for the anthem here eventually. But, we talk about this game. Interesting that the first game of conference play is on a Saturday. How many other conference opponents do you think are here today watching this game, giving our conference adversaries an opportunity to scout both of these teams in person, which they did not get to do because of course, Friday nights, everybody else was playing except this matchup.
Well, you would sure think Newton might be here. That's who Mount Carmel plays next on Friday night at the Hilltop. And what about the Olney Tigers? 3-0. Maybe they're for real. And numbers-wise, it indicates they are. They could be the huge surprise team of this year after 0-9 a year ago.
Yeah, if you look at the early days of the conference, the preseason at least, I would say that you look at KZ and Olney as the primary threats to the Aces defending as conference champs. National anthem time here.
The kickoff is next. We'll be back in 2 minutes on 100.5 WSJD.
Hello, I'm Andrea Lull from Robinson, Illinois. For my first appointment, I knew I chose the right orthopedic center. The day of surgery went like planned. Registration went smooth, pre-surgery, and the nurse made me feel very comfortable. I'm currently 3 months out of surgery. I don't even feel like I had a total hip replacement, but I am having a much better quality of life with my new hip. WGH, we're going home.
811, if you're not familiar with that, it's a Julie program in the state of Illinois. It's actually nationwide, but that's a free service. The utilities take care of that. Customer wanting to dig or plant flowers or fence posts or something like that, call that service, give us 2 business days, that's the law, 2 business days notice. We'll come out and we'll locate all the underground utilities in your area and make sure that you know where you're able to dig and you can dig safely, and we're protected and you're protected that way.
Your new vehicle is at Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel. Get a new 2024 Dodge Hornet for only $25,999 and the 2024 Ram HD, now up to $11,000 off MSRP at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get your new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. New 2024 Ford Super Duty with 3.9% APR and Ford Broncos now up to $6,000 off MSRP. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
We are minutes away from the 20th meeting all time between Mount Carmel and Robinson. The Aces enjoy a 15-4 series lead. And Kyle, am I right? The last time we fell to Robinson, 33 years ago.
1991, a 41-29 loss. Remember, Mount Carmel had a Week 9 regular season affair with these folks from 2000 all the way through 2009. Then, of course, a pickup game, if you will, in 2014, and then as Little Illini Conference members in 2021. That 1991 loss, the last time we lost, the series, 15-4, started 0-4 for the Aces. Mount Carmel has won 15 straight since 1991. The Aces all-time are 6-2 here at Crosby Field.
Well, Mount Carmel out on the field, and Robinson breaks their camp. Aces, as I mentioned, clad in their all-whites. Robinson in the dark uniforms today with the maroon tops, black pants, and the maroonish helmets. They will be kicking from right to left. Mount Carmel will be on offense first. And without looking, I'm going to assume that Shane Metter is one of the backs, and I think that is Tobias Fuller back there as well. So the Aces have 2 men back, and we'll see. And then we'll talk about the winning game plan for this game today, brought to you by ADG Architecture and Design. First, the kickoff, brought to you by Corwin Printing. Discover the quality difference a professional printer can make.
I think Andrews instead of Metter back there along with Fulop in the back set to receive the kick. Robinson, interesting about their special teams, Scott, they've had no extra points or 2-point conversions despite scoring 5 touchdowns. All of those came against Effingham in week 1, so we'll see how that materializes here.
Yeah, they lost to Effingham 54-30, fell to Taylorville 34-0. Now the whistle sounds. Here comes the kick, and we're underway. It's right down the middle. It's going to bounce it around the 25. It gets by our guy all the way inside the 10. He's going to keep the football, try to get something out of the return. He's going to get dropped at around the 11-yard line.
Yeah, Red Andrews let that ball take a funky hop. The field here at Crosby Field is in not great shape. And so you let that ball bounce. You never know where it's going to go, and it went away from Andrews. So the Aces will start all the way back at our own 12-yard line.
There's an entire patch of nearly not grass between about the 20 and 35-yard line. Most of this in the field. Then it's ruddy from the 35 to the 45, and there's patches of very little grass all the way down to the 25 at the other end of the field. So Mount Carmel goes from left to right. Metter sets the club down. He's operating under center. And he will end up big run to the left side, and breaking outside, still going. Is that Jackson Kling or is that Elliott Acree? Acree's on the run across the 50, all the way to the Robinson 42-yard line, and that's a run of 38 yards, and that's the way the game begins.
Well, thank you very much. Get the field position flipped early. As we're already into Robinson territory, they'll set him out at the 42. First and 10 Pens Bowling Center, first down for the Aces.
So Elliott Acree, right there with that carry, went over the 200-yard mark on the year. He started the game at 161. He adds 38. Oh, he's at 199, isn't he?
Yeah, right, closing in on that number.
Yep, 1 yard's all he needs now. All right, a new first and 10 for the Aces. That's the first and 10 brought to you by 10 Pins Bowling Center. It's Metter under center. This time he will keep it himself after pulling back from handing it off to Acree. Gets to the right side, inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Gain of about 4.
Now second down here, just a nice plow forward, reading the option read that time. The quarterback Metter picks up 4. Second down and 6 now for the Aces.
So designing a winning play brought to you by ADG Architecture and Design Group, 512 Market Street. The next time you need design work done, contact ADG, a longtime Golden Aces football supporter. One of them we're hopefully seeing on this drive. We've got to do a better job of controlling the football.
Control the football, control the field position, give your defense some more time to try to stop the opposition.
Double wing set, 1 sack back behind Metter, who is under center. This time he's going to hand it off. Acree drives left side, gets to around the 35, and it'll be third down and relatively short.
About 3 yards on the pickup, 3 more to get for the Aces and Acree.
Beautiful day here.
By the way, Scott, the opening kickoff, we'll call it the opening drive of the game, brought to you by Corwin Printing. Discover the quality difference a professional printer can make.
At game time, the temperature, 91 degrees.
Is it really?
How about that? So here are the Aces now on third and short. Man in motion. There is the quarterback handing out ball carrier, pushes forward. It's got the first down, and then some all the way inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. May call it to 21 when he goes down. Acree gets up slowly, though. Very slowly. He looks to be okay.
14-yard pickup there for Acree and a first down for the Aces. Another 10 Pens Bowling Center first down, and Acree will check out of the game after coming up a little lame there.
Yeah, they're going to take a look at him over there. He's got his helmet off, but he's standing. He appears okay, so we'll see what happens. I don't know if he just got his bell rung or something. Line of scrimmage is the 21-yard line. The Aces are about ready to enter the end zone. We're underway, first quarter, first drive of the game for the Mount Carmel Golden Aces, and it is Metter under center, and he's going to keep it himself. Oh, he's got it rung down for a loss. Tried to string it out to the left side and went backwards to the 24.
Looks like he did hand off to Andrew Militoni at the very end of that sequence. First loss of the game for the Aces. It'll be a loss of about 2. Second down, and call it 12 after the 2-yard loss.
Red Andrews checks out wide to the right side. Aces have Fulop and Militoni as the wingbacks. Militoni in motion. Here is Metter, and he's going to hand off to Jackson Kling. His first carry of the time. Over the left side of the line. He gets back inside the 20, back to around the 18.
Yeah, a yard past really where the drive started, I think. So they'll set it at the 18, so we are technically in the red zone. That's about a 5-yard pickup for Kling. And it makes third down more manageable here. 3rd and 7, we'll call it, I think. Huh?
And we're in the Big R Farming Home red zone.
3rd and 7 for the Aces. Critical to get the first down in the next 2 snaps here.
An interesting call here on 3rd down. Let's see what they do. We haven't gone to the air much. Acree is the setback behind the quarterback, Metter under center. And he is going to keep it himself after faking and try to get to the right side. Absorbed another loss back at the 23. Boy, they read that, the Maroons did. Nice stop over there by number 73. And try to get his.
That is Gavin Groves.
Did a good job.
The senior, one of several on this Robinson team, and now 4th and 11.
Of course, we'll go for it from here, and with no kicker.
That's a 4-yard loss.
We have to go to around the 10, right?
Yep, but just to about the 11, I think.
So now they go to the spread. 1 setback, 3 receivers to the left side, and here's Metter. He's going to want to throw. Now fires that right hand underneath. Man's caught. It's caught over there. It's right on the marker. It's going to be very close.
Spot says first down.
First down.
That's to Jack Webb. And 11 yards and a first down.
Boy, great to see Jack Webb make the catch of that ball. We haven't thrown many passes like 6 all year.
That's the 7th in 3 weeks. Huh?
So we're 3 for 7. Nice catch. And a nice throw, really, because he's rolling left, throwing with that right hand. That probably gives Metter as much confidence as anything. We know Webb can catch the ball. But now the drive continues. A new set of downs for the Aces. That was a 4th down conversion. We're 1 for 1 there.
1st and goal at the 9.
And now here's Kling in the backfield setback. He won't get the call, but it will be Acree powering his way inside the 10 and down near the 5-yard line.
Oh, hey, now.
What happened?
Well, we got a little bit of extracurriculars here.
Okay.
Getting tackled and losing his helmet was Reed Stinson, and he didn't go after the helmet. He went after the guy that brought him down. But that goes as a pickup, though, all the way inside the 5 up to the 4.
Yep.
Who was that?
That was Elliot Acree on the carry.
Elliot Acree. I know,
in
it's
the
hard
sun.
to see him.
Is Metter under center, 1 setback, and he will keep it himself. Tries to range left side. He might get in.
Yes.
No, he's going to. Oh, he did get in?
Yes.
Yes, touchdown. He beat the angle on the pylons and got in. That's a 4-yard touchdown run for Shane Metter, and Mount Carmel leads 6-0. The first touchdown for the Aces today brought to you by Full Stadium Marketing, local marketing service to help your business win the crowd, and it's Metter on the TD.
Hold on here, Scott, because I saw a flag come in late in the play, but they are talking, I think, to the Aces here. We'll await word. Personal foul. Robinson.
Wow.
Okay, so a touchdown stands.
And they'll assess it on the kickoff then, I guess?
I am assuming
it's still
so.
at the 3, yep.
So give the Aces the touchdown.
Mount Carmel leads 6-0. The clock shows 6:45 to go here in the first period.
Shane Metter's 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. Going for 2 here.
Yep, now the Aces will go for 2. 2 setbacks. Acree and Kling behind Metter, who's under center, and hands it off. And to the right side
No good.
goes Kling. He didn't make it. Dropped to short of the goal line, but the Aces have the early lead. Let's take a look at the Jade Investment Advisor, Tim Phillips scoreboard. Mount Carmel leads Robinson 6-0. We're back in 1 minute.
Have you ever lost power? Many get a home generator. Now there's something much better from Morton Solar, the Tesla Powerwall.
Another favorite point of having my solar panels and battery backup, the Powerwall, it does give me a feeling of security for my family. I have 2 boys. I have a wife. She's a nurse. She has to be able to get up and go to work at any point. I wear a CPAP machine, so I need that to make sure that I don't stop breathing for too long while I'm asleep.
Go to mortonsolar.com.
Meet the dentists at Comprehensive Dental Care of Mount Carmel. Dr. Bryce Miller has proudly served the residents of his hometown for over a decade, bringing advanced training in the field of implant and cosmetic dentistry to the local community. And Dr. David Miller has been practicing now for 40 years. In that time, his goal has remained the same: to provide patients with high-quality care tailored to their health and well-being. Let our team at Comprehensive Dental Care put our quality, compassionate care to work for you. Give us a call today.
Mount Carmel on the scoreboard. Aces lead 6-0. The 15-yard walk-off will be assessed on the kickoff. The kick will now come from the Robinson 45-yard line. And the Maroons have 2 deep men now standing inside their 5. They are Tyler Erickson, a senior, and a freshman back there, Joel York. Let's kick it to the freshman.
Keegan Linson to do it. Maybe freshman to freshman.
And there's the kick. Yep, he's onside. It's going to be recovered barely. Boy, he almost got away from Robinson. That was the 10 yards necessary, right on the 10 yards. And they finally covered that football. They'll take over at the 35.
Sophomore Josh Krause fell on that football, and Robinson will start there. So, you know, when you got that extra yardage because of the penalty, why not take a chance like that? They're at the 35. Even if we thought Keegan could kick that ball for a touchback, that would bring it out to the 20. So not a whole lot of difference on field position if you go for the onside kick right there.
Well, Reese Johnson is the guy that we're going to pay attention to today. Where's number 3? He's 21 of 43 in the air for 366 yards, and he's also rushed 16 times. So he's combined on 59 of Robinson's plays.
Know where he's at, huh?
Yeah. He's the guy you got to watch. Robinson goes from right to left. He's in the shotgun. 1 setback to his left, Johnson is. And he's going to throw out wide to the right side, way over the head of the intended receiver. That was Poole, incomplete, second down.
Good start. Look for that quick release there if you're the Aces defense. Robinson looking for the quick outlet pass that time, but it went over the head of the intended receiver.
Test for the Mount Carmel defense, like everything in Mount Carmel, young this year.
Those 5 touchdowns, Scott, that Robinson scored in week 1 against Effingham, I think 3 of them were 50-yard or more pass plays or rushes. They were big play-oriented team. Got to limit the big plays.
Now Johnson will operate out of the shotgun again. We've got
backfield.
Trips to the left, or right side. He's going to keep it himself, go to the left side. Has some running room. 45, 50, open field, 45 down the left sideline. And there's going to be a foot race finally. He's pulled out of bounds inside the 30 and around the 27-yard line. Bader on the push out. First down, Robinson.
That's a 28-yard pickup and a first down for the Maroons. Again, the Aces kind of sold out a little bit defensively there because they saw the empty backfield. They know they like to pass, and we got burned with a quarterback keeper.
So the Maroons' drive continues. Effingham seemed to score it well on the Maroons. They scored 54 in that game last week. Now 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, a wing to the left, and 1 set back next to the quarterback, and he gets the handoff, and Mount Carmel pulls in from behind and pulls down Mr. Bunnell. Landon Bunnell, a junior, the run on that one, gained about 4 yards on the play.
Didn't give the quarterback enough credit, Scott, for that run on the first play. He got 38 instead of 28 yards, which I said, but Bunnell gets about 4 here.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, wing left, and it's the quarterback with a setback to his left. He's in the shotgun. That's Johnson, and he's going to hand off. That's Bunnell again. The Aces converge closer to the line this time, read it better, and he's dropped it around the 20-yard line. They say Strockbine on the stop, and it will be 3rd and short for the Maroons.
Well, here's Robinson right back. Now they're in the red zone just that quickly. And we'll see what play head coach James Kent and crew dial up here for the Maroons on 3rd and short in the red zone.
And everybody pulled in a little tighter now. Receivers split left and right. Wing to the left, the short read there. And quarterback now sends a man into the backfield off the tight end spot to the right side. He's in the shotgun is Johnson. 2 setbacks. One's in motion. He gets the pitch. Here he comes to the left side. Cuts it inside the 20. Spun down and around the 19-yard line. First run by A.J. Noblet on the night.
Going to get maybe a yard, and now 4th down, so a chance for the Aces defense to keep the Maroons out of the end zone on, well, they're going to actually say no gain on the play at all, so 4th and 3.
So it's a challenge here now. They do not have a kicking game either, I guess, huh?
I don't think so.
So let's see what they do on 4th down. Receivers are going to split both ways. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. 1 man in the backfield. Kind of a pistol set minus, I guess. They're kind of next to each other. The running back and Johnson, he gets the call. Fakes left, now rolls right. On the run, wants to throw, looking, fires the pass to the end zone. It's almost picked off. It is picked off by the Aces. Right to the goal line. Great read over there.
Tobias Fulop stepped in front, and the Aces will have the football at around the 2-yard line after the interception.
The pass intended for Noblet. He cut right. That's where the quarterback tried to throw underneath to him. But stepping into that route and crossing in front of him with a pickoff is Bias, and Mount Carmel has the football.
So the Aces defense bends but doesn't break. They get the stop, and now we've got a long drive ahead of us.
Yeah, where they're going to place it?
Looks
about
like it's about the 3-yard
line. That's where the interception came. He was looking for that pylon on the right side to sneak in, but Tobias Fulop had other ideas and picked it off. So just that one busted play was it.
You know the interesting thing, Scott, and you can't expect a kid to think about this when he sees a chance to go grab a pick, but you just knocked that ball away. You've got the ball at the 18-yard line instead of the 3, but nonetheless, it's Aces football.
So now the Aces set up, send a man in motion, 1 setback. He gets the call. It's either Acree or Kling. No, it is Acree on the carry. And a short gain right up the middle. We're playing safe with it here.
To see the down box reset, so a couple of yards on the gain up to around the 5
or so. A little bit hard to see at that end of the field in the sunlight here on this Saturday afternoon. So now the Aces send 1 man deep to the wide to the left side. That's Andrews. Now man in motion. It's Metter under center. He's going to go around the right guard, turn it up himself, and get a nice run over the 10 to around the 13-yard line. Is he on the marker? Is it enough?
Going to be short. I think they're marking him back a little further back than we thought initially, back to the 10.
Yeah.
So it'll be 3rd down and manageable here. Let's give him about 2nd and 8 becomes a 3rd and 2, so 6 on the play.
Yeah, nice run. Metter just took the ball and curled to the right side, then took off behind his lineman and got those yards. Now the Aces set it up, double wing set, 1 setback, 1 man in motion, and there is Anduff countering back to the left side, the wing back, and he didn't get much. We'll see. On the carry that time for the Aces was Andrew Militoni.
And he did not get the yards needed.
Oh, boy.
So now it's 4th down, no gain on the play.
Well, we've got to give it up from this spot, right?
Well, you would think. Maybe he got a yard. Maybe they just reset it, so give him a yard. But 4th and 1, and we are going for it.
And we're going for it from the 11-yard line. Here we go. Here comes Metter. Sets the club down. Double wing set.
Hard count here.
And
yes, thank you very much.
The Maroons got drawn up. That'll be a 1st down. How about that?
Wow. You got to know that's coming. If you're Robinson, absolutely have to know that's coming.
Yeah, they fell for it, and the Aces have a 5-yard walk-off, and that's a 1st down on their 1st and 10 pins 1st down. 10 pins bowling center. Nice.
Take that.
So now the line of scrimmage is the 16-yard line. Receiver to the left. Double wing set, setback 1, and Metter is going to hand off to the wing back, countering back to the right side. And that on the carry, I think, is Fulop. Let's see. Yep. Yes, it is. Tobias Fulop to the 20, gain of 4.
38, Toby is Fulop, ball carrier. Run down by number 24.
Nice run after a great defensive stop for the Aces, and then a little bit of magic worked on that 4th down, drawing them off.
First carry of the day for Tobias Fulop, had the interception. Averages right at 3.8 yards per carry coming in. 6 carries, 23 yards on the ground before that one, and also has our only receptions prior to today's catch by Jack Webb.
2 minutes to go here in the first period. Mount Carmel on the attack, and there's a handoff. Kling powers his way left side. Finally brought down, or was that Acre? Let's see.
Oh, you got it.
Okay, this time, yeah. Hard for my binoculars to tell the difference so far.
You're looking through 2 panes of glass that have some bug splatter on them, too, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, and then there's the never-ending thing that I have to deal with. I'm old. Line of scrimmage, the 26-yard line. Very short now for the Aces, third and about 1/2 yard.
Yeah, Kling got everything but the first down there.
Acre's into the game now, and he'll probably go wide out now as he and Andrews kind of rotate a little bit.
Got to get the play in here, but when the play clock is late to start, it's showing 21 seconds, so we still have a lot of time here.
And we seem to be taking our time, too. We still haven't broken. Now we break, and that will be Andrews going wide to the right. So there is Jack Webb, tight end on the right side. Double wing set back one behind Metter under center, and the running back gets the call. And it's Kling, first down, powering his way, breaks a tackle at the 40, drives forward to the 44-yard line, and that's a big first down.
Another 10 Pins Bowling Center first down from the 26 to the 41 for Jackson Kling.
Nice run, one of his longest of the year.
15 yards and a first down.
So the Aces' offensive front looks very strong so far. They've had to learn on the fly against some quality clubs. Gibson Southern and then a 4A school after game last week. And somehow they made it through all that. And now they're kind of pushing people around a little bit. Let's hope we can keep it up.
Maybe the final play of the quarter here, Scott.
Andrews checks out wide to the right side. Double wing, one setback. Metter under center, tight end to the right side. And there's the handoff. Ball carrier Acre slides to the left, and he gets to the 45-yard line. And that's the final play. Hang on, not quite yet. We still have
10 seconds,
10 seconds
no
to go,
play
but it's
clock yet.
counting. And that will do it for the first period of play. It's been a successful one for Mount Carmel. The Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard at the end of one. Mount Carmel 6, Robinson nothing. We're back in 1 minute.
The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville. Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head? Or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks or even surf and turf. Located on the KOA campground, Smokin' Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person or order online. And don't forget, we can also cater your next event.
It's time to get your flu shot. The Wabash County Health Department is hosting a drive-through flu shot clinic Wednesday, October 2nd from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. at the Mount Carmel Public Utility Fleet Garage located at 410 Mulberry Street. Roll up your sleeves or wear short sleeves, bring your insurance cards, and get vaccinated against the flu without having to get out of your vehicle. If you can't make it that day, appointments can be made at the Health Department by calling 618-263-3873.
Along with Kyle Peach, I'm Scott Allen. We were at Crosby Field in Robinson, Illinois for the LIC opener. Mount Carmel leads the host Maroons 6-0 at the end of one.
Wyatt Rooney keeping our stats for us today. The Aces through the first quarter, 118 yards of total offense to Robinson's 45. All but 11 of those yards on the ground for the Aces, but the 11-yard pass play was a big one, a fourth down conversion that set up the game's only score. Now Carmel set up here, 2nd and 5 from the 46 of the Aces.
And the Aces go right to left. Man in motion. And there is Metter.
Ooh.
He hands off to the running back, who's met right there. In fact, at the point of the handoff, he was already in the grips.
That was Acre.
That was a tough run for him. And they give him progress to the 46.
No gain.
Yep. So the Aces converted on fourth down. They held Robinson on a fourth down from converting. They drew them off sides. And they stopped the Maroons on a drive. So far, so good for both sides of the football for Mount Carmel.
Boy, but you would love to grab that 2-score lead somehow, rather earlier than later if you're the Aces right here. Got to try to convert on a third and a long 5 here.
Oh, let's see what they do. One setback behind, one wide receiver to the left, wing back, and one of them's in motion full up. Instead, it'll be the ball carrier, Acre, pounding his way to the right side over the 50 for the first down into Robinson territory. Bunnell on the stop.
10-yard gain exactly got to the sticks. Another 1st and 10 Pins Bowling Center first down. 1st and 10 for Mount Carmel now into Maroon territory.
Don't forget, Aces fans, we're back home on Friday night. The Newton Eagles in town. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock. Our 1 hour pregame show begins at 6.
And, of course, all the homecoming festivities at halftime.
Is that next week already?
Already. Can you believe that?
Holy mackerel. Double wing set back to the left. Almost a little jump on that line.
Oh.
Acree slipped out as he did a turf cut it around the 45-yard line. He's going, what is this? Is this grass? And he slipped and fell down. Short gain, second down.
What is this stuff that's under my
feet? I don't
feet?
like this stuff. It's grass.
First game of the season on the for the Aces on regular grass. Who would have thought we'd ever say that?
Yeah. So now it's second down and about 8 for the Aces from the Maroon 44. And again, it's Metter under center, double wing set, one man full up in motion. Instead, the ball carrier gets the call right side from the backfield, and that is Acree again.
It is.
Yes, it is. He powers his way to the 40-yard line, call it. So a nice chunk, gain of about 6, almost 7, and it's third down. And relatively short, third and about 3. The Aces, though, moving the football and taking time off this clock.
Yeah, dominating time of possession, too, Scott. Multiple first downs. Got the defensive stop and the pick in there. Second drive of the game, and we're already down to 9.5 minutes to go before halftime.
Did we, time of possession, we had more than Gibson Southern.
I think we did.
Because we drove that football 8.5 minutes in the first quarter.
We did.
May have last week, too, but we were making too many mistakes last week. There's a full-up counterback from the left side. Pounds his way near the marker. Let's see where they bring him down. It's going to be close. I think it's going to be short.
It is short.
By about a yard. Fourth down, line of scrimmage, the 37.
Another big fourth down conversion opportunity here. About a half yard to get if you're the Aces.
We're 1 for 1 in fourth down conversion. See if we can do it again. Probably don't need to go to the air this time.
You know, I'm hard counting again if I'm Shane Metter.
Yep.
See if you can get him to jump again.
Early second period, Mount Carmel leads 6-0. First day of LIC play. Other 3 games were held last night. Alney and Casey were winners. They're both 3-0. Now double wing set, man in motion. Here's Metter. He's going to hand it off to big Jackson Kling. He's got the first down. He powers his way inside the 35, inside the 30 to the 29.
Another 10 Pins Bowling Center first down. That's a 7-yard pickup. We needed 1. We got 7. Big first down run for Jackson Kling. He's having a nice afternoon.
Boy, that tandem back there, Kling and Acree. They can pound the football a little bit. We're going to need an element of that.
Acree at 85 yards, Kling at 33 on the ground.
And then we've got the likes of Tobias Fulop, even Militoni on the counterbacks.
And some guy named Metter.
And some guy named Metter that runs the show. He takes the snap, hands off. Another big power by Kling. Robinson grabbed him, almost stripped him of the ball, but he held onto it and dives forward to around the 25-yard line.
He went up and over. He went heels over head there, did Jackson Kling when he went down. A gain of about 4, second down.
So the drive continues for Mount Carmel. Remember, this drive started at the 3-yard line.
Yes, you're right.
How about that? That'd be an impressive 97-yard drive. That doesn't happen every day.
And the clock continues to just go away. 7.5 minutes to go before the break.
Andrews checks out a wide left, double wing set. Man in motion. One of them goes right to left. Instead, they give the ball to Kling or Acree. Let's see who gets up, and it was not a profitable run. Robinson read it well.
That was Kling that time, and he was stood up at the line of scrimmage, so no gain and third down. So a third and long here for Mount Carmel.
From the 26-yard line of Robinson. Aces lead 6-0. Let's see if Metter goes to the air here.
2 downs to get 6 yards. It's a long 6, maybe a short 7 here.
Yeah, but from here we can do that. Andrews checks out wide left. Webb is your tight end to the left side. Double wing set. One setback. And it's Metter under center.
Hard count.
And
they almost
didn't
jumped.
work. He held tight. Everybody held tight. They didn't jump, so now he goes back under center. Crouches, looking for the snap. Now man in motion. Hands it off.
Nope.
And now it's going to be Metter on the throw. He fires a pass. Is tipped and incomplete. Looking for Kling on the short out to the right side. Popped off his gloves and incomplete. Fourth down.
Well, incomplete. It was right there for the taking. Kling just couldn't haul it in. Not sure if he would have had enough of an opportunity to turn up field and go, but it probably should have been caught.
Is that his first target of the year?
I believe so.
Kling, of course, came to Mount Carmel as Dad, of course, with a job and former ace, a standout. Jackson wants to follow in his dad's footstep as a Golden Ace. Doing a good job, but that's his first time. Sometimes that nerves can get to you a little bit. Who knows? But he'll be fine. He's been a stalwart in the backfield already.
Another chance for a 4th down conversion, and the Aces will call timeout.
So they didn't like something. I think the play clock wasn't a factor, but the Aces call a timeout, so we will too. It's the first timeout of the game, and timeouts are brought to you by Country Financial agent Tia Morgan. Mount Carmel leads at 6-0 back in 1 minute.
Hi, I have a question. I heard you were owned by the people who manage their money day to day with you.
Yep.
And that you're a not-for-profit version of a bank.
Yep.
And because you are owned by the people who manage their day-to-day money with you, and because you are the not-for-profit version of a bank, you work to keep good rates, so it's easier to borrow or to save for life milestones.
Yep. Just people helping people. Was there a question?
Yep. How do I sign up?
You can apply for a membership online at cafcu.org or come into our local branch at 1011 Oak in Mount Carmel if you have any questions.
What does CAFU stand for?
It's Corporate America Family Credit Union. It's so many words because we're helping so many people.
Well, that makes sense.
Fourth down and 7. Shane Metter sends a man in motion. That's Fulop. He gets the pitch, countering back to the right side, looking for running room. He cuts it up, gets the first down before he's forced out of bounds inside the 20 and around the 19.
How about that?
Another 4th down conversion for the Aces. And well, wait a minute. They're going to mark about Fulop. Clearly was aware of the.
There's a flag down.
Yeah, they're looking at some of the guys in the press box. Don't think he made it. I mean,
No, he didn't make it. The official on the far side spots the football down inside the yard, down box on the yard to gain, so they're going to say he didn't make it.
Did he not see it? I thought he did.
I thought it looked like he did too. So Robinson takes over. Mount Carmel's coach is right there protesting.
Oh,
but
I bet. I mean, he had a clear vision. He's by himself at that point in the field. I mean, he's a smart kid, I'm sure. So
Like to go look at that again.
Oh, you bet. So Robinson takes over, and Mount Carmel now 1 for 2 on 4th down conversions. That's a little bizarre. Line of scrimmage is the, well, as soon as they move, I'll figure it out, about the 24.
Let's see. Where are we? There's the 20 right at the 20.
Oh, no, there's at the 20. There we go. Bodies are blocking me there. And so Robinson, hey, nice play by the defense in the end, and they take over at the 20-yard line.
I would love to go watch that one again.
I would too. I would too. Double set back, quarterback in the shotgun. Johnson throws, and he lofted it off his right hand. He was looking for Noblity on that short flip to the right side. Didn't throw it well. Incomplete, 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 now. Hey, if anybody watching on YouTube, watch that play again and text us.
We're pulling it up right here.
Okay, Wyatt's going to watch for you. We don't have to call New York. We can get the answer for you right here. Now the Maroons send out 1 receiver to the left, 2 to the right. One's a slot man to the right side.
I think he got that first down, Scott, and I don't think it was close.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought too. There's a wing and a handoff to the running back, the lone running back, Noblet, met by finally by the linebacker core. Acre brings him down, and that's Reese John. That's a Noblet kind of hobbling out. They're going to mark the football at the 25, and looks like he's hurt. Noblet is slightly, hobbles out.
3rd down and 7 here.
Into the game for the Maroons is Cameron Dennis. Maroons off. We're going to send a spread out to the right side. Looks like trips. Or maybe. Nobody to the left.
Big stop time for the Aces defense here.
Now they shoot somebody off the left side of that line and wide him out. So
10 on the play clock. They're now just getting the play in, it looks like.
And it looks like they just called timeout. They looked a little confused, shifted around a couple of times, and just never got it. So timeout's brought to you by Country Financial representative Tia Morgan. The Aces, your leader over Robinson, 6-0 back in 1 minute. 7 for the Robinson Maroons. Line of scrimmage, your own 24-yard line. 5:36 to go in the second quarter. There's an outside run getting to the edge for Robinson. Is enough for the first down? Maybe. Let's just see. That's Poole on the run, and it is. He gets over the 30 to the 34-yard line. A gain of about 10.
Yeah, right at 10 yards on the pass on the rushing play, sending the end around here to the near side. And boy, I'm telling you, if Michael Brewer had a red challenge flag on that fourth down play, we should have thrown it. We would have called New York, and they would have given the Aces a first down. The replay is very conclusive.
Yep. So they missed that call, according to the video replays anyway, but that happens, and these poor guys have to call it on the spot with no help from New York. So 1st and 10, trips to the left side, wide out to the right as well, and the shotgun quarterback with a setback to his right. Long signal count. Aces stay put, quick throw left side. It's off the hands of the receiver on the left side. He threw it over the head of one to the middle of the 3 trips, and yeah, he had to leap high. Got his hand on it, but it was too high, incomplete.
For Johnson, Scott, 21 of 45 coming into this game through the air. So far today, 0 for 4 with a pick.
Wow.
So the passing game has not gotten off the ground here for the Maroons. Let's keep it that way.
So let's see what happens now here for the Maroons. It is now 2nd down and 10. Now it's 2-by-2 in the receiver core. And the quarterback in the shotgun set back to his right. Balanced front. Long signal count. He gets the ball finally, and he's going to throw. And he throws wide to the left side. Receiver caught. Immediately brought down by the Aces, though, after a very short gain after the pass catch by Poole.
Jack Webb makes the stop. Poole gets about 2 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and long situation. 3rd and a short 8. Long 7 here.
You know, nice defense by Webb. You have to kid about that kid. He is tall, and he's got some strength to him.
That's the first completion for the Maroons today.
So he's an ominous force there to be dealt with. So the Maroons now put trips to the left side, middleman, slot man, quarterback in the shotgun, wide receiver to the right side as well. One setback to his right, sends a man in motion. Reese gets the call, Johnson. And Johnson looks to throw. He's hit as he delivers. Ball downfield. It's caught at the 30, and he evades the Aces, shakes him off, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Maroons. A 66-yard touchdown pass. And this game is tied 6-6.
Wow, that's crazy.
Big play.
Yep, big play. That's how Robinson has been getting it done throughout this season thus far, and they do it right there.
4:31 to go in the second quarter.
66 yards through the air. On a 3rd and 8, the quarterback was hit, defender was there, and somehow he escapes.
So now the Maroons are going to go for the point after and the lead. Kicking the ball will be Van Schaik. Reed Van Schaik, a sophomore, and there's a low kick. Did it make it? It made it over the crossbar. How about that? Very low line drive. It had enough oomph on it to clear the crossbar, and the Robinson Maroons had the lead. Take a look at the Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. It's Robinson 7, Mount Carmel 6. Back in 1 minute.
H&R Block in Mount Carmel, featuring a convenient drive-through window, is proud to sponsor sports. When the time comes, we want you to remember the name H&R Block and our location, 615 Walnut Street, Mount Carmel. We have expert tax pros with combined experience of over 50 years to guarantee your taxes are done correctly. No one offers more ways to help you with your taxes. The tax pros at H&R Block in Mount Carmel are here year-round to help you with our convenient drive-through window. We guarantee the biggest possible tax refund. Stop by or give us a call today.
Hi, my name is Rylan Robb. I am from Albion, Illinois, and I am a radio TV major here at Wabash Valley College. From broadcasting all sorts of sports games to producing my own TV show and radio show, the hands-on experience is as much as you want to do with it. In terms of the program itself, I think it's really special. It's really like almost a little family in a way, and it's really been really nice being able to experience the things I have with people that genuinely appreciate it with me.
Well, Kyle Peach, that was one of the worries before this game, that Mount Carmel might have the better offensive front and could push the ball down the field. And then what we worried about is Robinson, big play, poof, and your lead's evaporated, and that's exactly what's happened.
3rd down and 8 in Robinson territory. You think you've got a chance to fend one pass? And then you've got the ball back, and then all of a sudden, pass, which may have been picked off, is caught and gone to the end zone.
And
Look
now
at this.
a big run by, is this Acree or is this
Oh,
it's going to break
Metter.
in. They score the touchdown. Metter's to the 40, 35-30. They're going to finally push him out of bounds on the kick return down to the Robinson 22.
All right.
Didn't even look smooth the way it bounced to him. He grabbed it at around the 20 and rolled to the right at a huge lane. And how about this? We're in business just like that.
58 yards on the return. Goodness. Just outside the red zone.
Longest kick return for the Aces this year, right?
Oh, for sure.
I know we've seen one against us, unfortunately. So the Aces now, with plenty of time, and they need to do something here probably in this period because Robinson will get the football to start the second half.
One of the things that I'm not sure we got in was the flip of the coin tonight, but that was a big development for the Aces because we scored on the opening drive, but Robinson's going to get it to start the second half of play.
And we'll get to that in just a minute. I don't even think we do the flip of the coin this year, do we? All right, there's a handoff. Ball carrier slides to the right side and doesn't get much. Robinson finally corrals Acree after this short run. Yeah, we don't do it this year.
Well, there you go.
How about that?
Whoever would like to sponsor that, give the station a call.
We'll do it next week. So no short gain, if any.
I think, maybe a yard.
Yeah, so 2nd and 9. But the line of scrimmage is now the 21-yard line. Clock running.
It was Acree's 11th carry of this day.
He's just taking their time in their huddle.
3:42, they're not overly quick, and it's been consistent, but they're just not overly quick at winding the play clock here, which gives both these teams extra time in the huddle. Play clock right now at 10.
Andrews checks out wide to the left side. He's to send a receiver to the left as well, the short left. That's Webb, and there is Metter. A little collision, drops the ball, and the quarterback falls on it in the backfield, back of the 23. Looks like he made the handoff, or there was an exchange problem at that point. The ball hit the deck, and Metter recovered it. Now it's 3rd and long.
Well, what may have happened, Scott, is I think he was gonna give the ball and then decided late minute to pull it. Not feeling any pressure, but the pressure was there as he turned and caused the ball to pop free. So that'll be a loss of 2 yards on the play for Acree on the fumble recovery.
So now 3rd and a long 11 for the Aces. Line of scrimmage, the Robinson 24. 2 downs from here, of course. Let's see what the Aces could come up with. It's Metter with receiver split under center. Gonna bag, wants to get back to throw, does fire. Passes over towards the end zone, incomplete. He was looking over there for Elliott Acree on the pass, and not a very good throw, but incomplete. Now it's 4th down.
4th and 11. The Aces now 1 of 3 through the air today. And now on 4th and 11, what do you do if you're Mount Carmel?
Well, maybe now just concentrate on the first down. I think we went for it on the last play.
Yeah. Trying to go a little shorter, perhaps.
Now let's just make sure we get a new set of downs. So 4th and 11.
2:34 left with the clock stopped on the incomplete pass.
There's Andrews to the right side. And the Aces operate with 1 wide out, a wing both ways. And Metter under center. 1 setback. He fakes to the setback. Now wants to throw. He's
rid of
under
it.
pressure. He gets dropped for a loss. Back of the 35. Robinson got to him. And now they will take over in great shape at their own 35-yard line with a 7-6 lead.
That is an 11-yard loss. So Robinson takes over. Their defense steps up, and how big are extra points going to be this year? Robinson makes one. It was not pretty. It was ugly. It looked like it shouldn't count, but it went through the uprights just across the crossbar. That extra point has got Robinson in front with the football with just a little over 2.5 minutes to go in the half.
Well, whereas you would say with 2:31 to go in the half that Mount Carmel might not be that kind of team to operate with very little time left on the clock, we know Robinson can do it instantly. They've already flashed 1 score on us on a big play.
From about right here on the field is where that took place.
So now the Maroons send 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. 1 setback with the quarterback, 2 setbacks behind Johnson, who operates out of the shotgun. Reese Johnson calls, gets the snap. He will keep it himself. Follow the lead block. First down.
Oh.
And across the 45. He ends up with a 47. Gain of 12. And the drive continues.
Stop the clock to move the chains. 12 yards. First down, Maroons. They're inching up on the Aces' offensive output. Now, Carmel dominated the first quarter, but really hasn't had much since.
Yeah.
143 to 138.
Yeah, we could see it on the last drive. Robinson's doing a little better job against us on defense later in the drive. Now the Maroons send trips to the right side, wide out to the left. And 2 receivers, so empty backfield. 5 in pattern for the Maroons. Johnson alone. Now finally directs another player, looks at his wristband for the play and gets the low snap. Backs up, wants to throw, has time, fires, passes almost picked off, or is it?
There's a flag on the sideline over here.
It is picked off. Yep, the Aces on the interception. He held the ball, and he gets the credit for the interception, and it is Andrew Militoni.
I think you're right, and let's wait on this flag. The flag is on the sideline, almost like it would be a sideline warning against the Maroons,
yeah,
but
like,
it is ineligible downfield on the Maroons. Declined. Aces get the takeaway.
How about that? The second pick for the Aces today. This one by Militoni, and boy, we needed that break. Now Carmel takes over now at the 31-yard line with a chance to go for it, or at least run out the clock. And we're down to 1:49 to go in the first half. 2 picks for the Aces today. And that one probably hurt. The Maroons could really smell the roses on that drive after stopping Mount Carmel, and suddenly the Aces have the football. Boy, how about a big strike right now? 2 receivers to the right, wing to the right side as well. Single setback, and he gets the call, powering his way to the right side. Some progress before met by 3 defenders on the carry for Mount Carmel. That is Jackson Kling. And they're going to mark him forward to around the 38-yard line. Webb, they called the ball carrier. So they countered back with Jack Webb. Second down at about 6. Here is another handoff. Powers way to the right side, breaking it outside. Maybe enough of the first down. You're right near midfield on the carry. And that is...
Timeout Robinson here.
The Aces... Oh, looks like we've dropped equipment or something. Is that... who was that on the carry? Is that Bader?
Yes, I think it was Bader on the carry. I think perhaps on both plays, Scott. Bader both times on the carry for Mount Carmel.
Okay,
even though they said Webb.
I
think it was 1, not 4. It was Bader both times.
Anyway, timeout on the field. We'll keep it here now. We have very little time left in the first half. Let's call it 1:20 to go. Robinson leads 7-6. Line of scrimmage, the 49-yard line. That's where the Aces have it. Boy, it'd be something to score before halftime here.
So Bader now 2 carries, 19 yards. I really think he got both carries.
Okay, that's fine, yeah. And a nice run on that second one, too.
Yeah. Into Robinson territory. Interesting that it's the Maroons who stopped the clock here. So Robinson called the timeout, not Mount Carmel. So the Aces do have 2 timeouts remaining and 1:20 on the clock here.
Good
49 yards to get.
Yeah, good crowd on here for on site today in Crawford County. About filled the visitor stands. Their visitor stands are a little bigger than Mount Carmel, and they need them today because we've about filled that section. Now the Aces check 2 receivers out to the right side, a wing to the right side as well. 1 setback for Metter under center, and he will keep Metter as the right side escapes 1 tackle, shakes off another, and gets some progress out across midfield. Well, it's already across midfield, about 5 to the 44.
And does get out of bounds to stop the clock, so a heads-up play there. Give him about 5.
So it's second down, and we'll call it 5, maybe on the short 5 side.
So clock shows 1:13 left here in the half.
And now the Aces break camp. Here we come to the line. Let's see what they're going to do. Again, they're going to operate with a single setback, 2 receivers and a wing to the right side. Metter under center, looks things over, gets the snap and the call. Ball carriers Bader, slides off a tackle, has a first down. Nice run again by Xander Bader, inside the 40 to the 35.
The clock is rolling, and it should have stopped for the first down.
Oh,
now it's stopped.
Okay.
But a couple, 3 seconds were lost there. It's up to the 35.
Hey, boy, Bader's looking good on this drive. He's a setback behind the Metter. Again, two receivers to the right. Again, it's Bader on the call. Slides off right side. Another big run. Near the marker. Almost lost the ball, but gets knocked out of bounds. He had possession, though. And he gets to the 26-yard line. That was close. Robinson was reaching in.
Looks like about 9 yards. Heads up play by Bader to get out of bounds. It'll be second down and about a yard to get here for Mount Carmel.
He's just trying to get the lead back. They scored first. Robinson on a big play. A 66-yard pass play. And then the extra point. That's why they lead 7-6.
2 timeouts left, 51 seconds on the clock. Second and short.
Same set. Aces send 2 receivers and a wing to the right side. 1 setback. And they fake to Bader. Metter keeps it himself, turns it up behind him, gets outside, has the first down, finally pushed out of bounds. And they will mark him near the 15-yard line. And that's another 1st and 10 pins, first down.
And back in the Big R Farm and Home red zone for the first time in a while, up at the 14. So a 12-yard gain and a first down.
Clock stopped for now. They move the chains, 45 seconds to go. And again, the Aces will stay with that same set that's worked in this whole drive. 2 receivers and a wing to the right side. Metter under center, single setback. That's Bader. He gets the call, bounces off one, still fighting forward for some yards. Nice running by Xander Bader.
Here will come the Mount Carmel first timeout.
He gets some progress down near the 11-yard line. So timeout on the field, brought to you by Country Financial Rep Tia Morgan. Aces trailing 7-6. We're back in 1 minute.
Did you know that Wabash County Health Department offers a reproductive health clinic? The clinic is available on Wednesdays with morning and afternoon appointments available. Services include physical exams, STD services, pregnancy testing, contraceptive services, hormonal implants, and more. Appointments can be made by calling 618-263-3873 or by texting 618-240-8889. Our reproductive health clinic, just another service provided by the Wabash County Health Department, is located at 130 West 7th Street in Mount Carmel.
Back here at Crosby Field in Robinson. Mount Carmel trying to beat the clock and get the lead back. They're down to the 10-yard line. It is second down and about 6 to go. Aces same set. 2 wideouts and a wing to the right side. And this time Bader gets a call, slips off of one would-be tackle and dives forward near the 6-yard line.
That's Acree, I think, back in there in the backfield who takes the snap, Scott. We're running for it here. It's third down and about a yard to get here on third down.
And the Aces operate without a huddle now. And there's a handoff. And that is Acree again. Slides off one, dives near the goal line. He's short.
He's in.
He's in. They finally give him the touchdown. How about that? Acree, a 6-yard run, and the Aces are back on the board and back in the lead with 20 seconds to go before halftime.
How about that wild sequence? Hurry up offense from Mount Carmel, and the score comes with 20 seconds on the second quarter clock, and now we go for 2 to try to get that point we missed earlier. Back.
So it's 12-7 Mount Carmel. Aces now line up a little differently. They send a wide out to the right side. There's a wing to the right, and it'll be Metter following that wing, trying to dive in.
Yes.
And he got it. The 2-point conversion, and the Aces build their lead. How about that? 20 seconds to go before halftime, and Mount Carmel turns the tide on the Maroons and finishes the drive with a touchdown. And that Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard now reads Mount Carmel 14 and Robinson 7. We're back in 1 minute. Mount Carmel will be kicking off. They have the lead now, 14-7, with 20 seconds to go before halftime. And here comes Linson to the kick, drives it to the other side of the field, over the head of one receiver, now bounces to the return man at about the 15, looking for running over to the left side, escapes one tackle, down the left side, Aces finally push him out of bounds at around the 30-yard line. And yes, we do have a flip of the coin sponsor,
yes, we
Kyle
do.
Peach.
We were operating off an old list, so apologies there to the Sawyer Law Firm who brought you the flip of the coin. Mount Carmel starts with the ball on offense in the first half, and so the Sawyer Law Office, Steve and Trevor Sawyer, MCHS grads who are proud of their community and proudly supporting the Aces, brought you our flip of the coin tonight. Robinson would love to find a way to get points in 14 seconds, but they've got a long way to go. Otherwise, they'll start the second half with the football.
You know, I bought a jet ski from Steve Sawyer once. There you go, a long time ago.
You still run that regularly, don't you?
Oh, yeah, and considering I don't live anywhere near water now, it looks kind of funny going up and down Green River Road.
Green River. See,
yeah,
there you go.
And nobody notices. It's so crazy down there. All right, Robinson has the football now. Let's see what they can put together in a short amount of time. Receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Quarterback Johnson backs up, now steps up.
Boy.
And plenty of time. Finally throws over the middle. Oh, pass almost picked off. Breaking late for the ball and trying to get that pick was Metter. And just off his hands at the 40.
He was going to run for a little bit, too,
Yep.
if he was able to haul that one in, and that would have set Mount Carmel up for maybe some last-second heroics. We'll see how brave Robinson wants to be after that was the experience with 7 seconds on the clock.
So this will be the, I imagine, the final play of the half. Aces almost with pickoff number 3. Trips to the right side for the Maroons, receiver to the left as well. One setback, and here's Reese Johnson calling the signals from the shotgun. Gets the snap and we'll just take a knee, and that'll do it. Jack Webb was right on him.
He was headed in, wasn't
he? He was going to grab him if he tried to keep the ball. And that's the end of the first half. Well, how about that? Mount Carmel rallies in the final 20 seconds of the half to get the lead in intermission. Let's take a look at that Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. It's Mount Carmel 14, Robinson 7. The Keep Us Funeral Home halftime show is next in 2 minutes.
Have your weather radio, have a flashlight with batteries in it, make sure your cell phone's charged, know where you're going to go when bad weather hits. Go to a lowest interior room in your house and wait the storm out. After the storm, if your power's out or if there's any kind of dangerous situation or anything like that, call Mount Carmel Public Utility Company. As you go outside to survey the damage a little bit, just make sure to stay away from down power lines.
At Steve Faulkner Automotive, lease the 2024 Jeep Compass for $299 a month and the 2024 Jeep Wrangler up to $6,000 off. Get yours today at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Did you know that Wabash County Health Department offers a reproductive health clinic? The clinic is available on Wednesdays with morning and afternoon appointments available. Services include physical exams, STD services, pregnancy testing, contraceptive services, hormonal implants, and more. Appointments can be made by calling 618-263-3873 or by texting 618-240-8889. Our reproductive health clinic, just another service provided by the Wabash County Health Department, is located at 130 West 7th Street in Mount Carmel. The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville. Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head? Or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks or even surf and turf. Located on the KOA campground, Smoking Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person or order online. And don't forget, we can also cater your next event.
All right, the Bee Gees.
There we go.
Welcome back to the Keep Us Funeral Home halftime report. It's intermission here at Crosby Field in Robinson. The Mount Carmel Golden Aces have surged in the final seconds of the half to grab a 14-7 lead. It's now my opportunity to visit with Reggie Truitt, who does color for the Robinson radio station. And
Hello.
also,
Nice to meet you.
And also baseball coach, right, for the Maroons, am I right?
Yes, I'm the head baseball coach at Robinson. Also coach the junior high team. Also coach Little League Baseball. I'm the Little League board president.
God love you, a little bit of everything.
All those baseball guys in Mount Carmel, I know them.
Well, I was going to talk a little bit about the baseball program at Robinson. It's been a nice little program over the years.
Yeah, we've had some good runs. We're a roller coaster program, is what I like to say. Sometimes we're peaking, and sometimes we're going downhill. We had a great run right before COVID. We won 20 games, won a regional. Had a really, really nice team coming back, and then we lost that season. And
that wrecked
it
a
just
lot
breaks
of
my
season.
heart still.
Yeah.
And we've had some really nice baseball players in Robinson.
Yeah.
Fun to coach.
So, all things considered, what are you guys saying on the air? What are the Robinson people feeling about this game?
Mike and I'm talking about the Robinson needs to possess the football a little bit more. Mount Carmel has these steady drives, and they keep the clock running, and they're just pounding the football on us and making us come up and tackle and wearing out our kids. Both teams are playing kids two ways. I think Robinson's probably playing a few more two ways, just because I don't know the Mount Carmel roster as well. But just that ball control offense that Mount Carmel has is going to wear us out. It's going to pay off in the fourth quarter. That's what I'm talking to Mike about right now. And the Robinson offense is a big play offense. That's what we did to Effingham. We just hit these big monster home run plays and put up points, but we just don't have that sustainability to hold the ball for 6, 7, 8 minutes and put the ball in the end zone at the same time.
Well, and I think we were really covering the same topics at our end, looking at it from the Aces angle. We were so impressed because this kid, there's one starter back on offense, 2 on defense, and 8 players go both ways.
Yes.
And here we go to Gibson Southern, a quality program, one of the best in Indiana. And, we drove the ball when we were fresh, 85 yards on, missed by half a yard of finishing the drive on Gibson Southern, 8-minute drive.
Right.
And then we just kind of wilted from there. Now, last week, some of the mistakes we did not see out of this young team. Freshman on the front line, I can't remember if we ever had one.
Mm-hmm.
And so the mistake we really didn't see the first week, we started to see last week. But we also saw the kids start to adjust to going both ways and moving the football. So we were thinking if we could do a better job moving the football, we worried about you guys. If we could work our little tails off, spend 7 minutes getting the end zone, then poof, it's even. And that's exactly what happened.
And that's exactly what happened. Yes, Robinson kind of threw a jump ball up there and came down with it, and Mount Carmel kid slipped off the tackle, or he kind of jumped with it and slipped as well, and Robinson took it to the house. But that's what we do. That's what the Effingham game, when we played Effingham, we had probably 4 plays like that, 3, 4 plays like that. Robinson's leading rusher is the quarterback. And you can kind of tell why. We split everybody out, and that's high school football now. It's trickled down from college football,
Yep.
Spread it out, and then your quarterback's an athlete. And you guys all know about – you Mount Carmel folks know all about having an athlete as a quarterback and how it works and how it plays out and how hard those kids are to tackle when they do get space.
Yeah, and, boy, what a different ball club Mount Carmel is this year than last year. I'm sure you –
Yes.
Yeah, just vastly different.
We've been talking about it in Robinson for over a month about, the athletes that Mount Carmel lost and what kind of adjustment. And, of course, Mount Carmel's a football program, so we figured they'd have definitely kids available to fill those holes. Those are just big holes to replace, and Mount Carmel's done a good job putting it back together. One thing I've told people in Robinson this week about Mount Carmel football, they're 0-2, but I'm going to tell you right now they're going to get better every week.
Yeah.
They're going to get coached. They're going to be coachable, and if you're not coachable, you're probably not going to play. But they're going to get better as the season goes, and they're still probably going to have, one, maybe not any losses in the LIC when this is all said and done.
Boy, what are you guys thinking about Olney? Holy mackerel, they're throwing up big numbers.
I haven't seen anything. I've seen highlights from their Taylorville game, and the quarterback is a heck of an athlete. He's a long jumper and a high jumper, from my understanding. Not a baseball kid, so I'm not real familiar with him, but he's definitely an athlete. Yeah. And they're putting up numbers. I need to watch, see them play a little bit and see who he's getting the ball to.
Yeah, so I think they're so far out of the gate. I guess they're the big surprise. We're a third of the way through the season, really, when you look at it. But we knew Casey Westfield was going to be. Boy, they got us last year,
right?
And I really love Casey Westfield's program. I mean, they're small school attendance-wise, but they play hard. The kids are. It's just kind of fun to watch that town and those athletes compete. They don't seem to care what size the opponent is. They're going to come at you.
Yes, you're right about Casey football. And Mike and I had talked about Casey was going to be back this year. They're going to be fine. Their offensive line was young last year, and they had the Sullivan kid running behind them, and they replaced the Sullivan kid. I think his name's Karos, is the running back now, and he's the same kind of back, a big back that's hard to tackle. And you're right about Casey's football program. They do it right, you know, and the kids are hard-nosed football players. They have been for years up there, and they breed football players and they play good football.
Yeah. So, what do you think of Mount Carmel's baseball run? I think it caught
Coach
all of
Browning,
us by surprise.
Is
in
Coach
Wabash
Browning
County.
listening?
I'm sure he.
Yeah.
Well, unless he's here, but yeah.
No.
But what a run!
What a run! I mean, it surprised me in ways, the run that they made, and then it didn't surprise me in a lot of ways because you look back at it. I knew they had the pitchers to throw strikes. The kid that's a junior is going to be a senior. I always forget his last name. I apologize.
Yeah. No, you're not talking about Asher, are you? No, he's still a sophomore. I know he's a junior. Yeah.
And he's a pitcher, and he just throws, low 80s, mid 80s, but he throws all his pitches. He throws a ton of strikes. The kid is all conference and really, really good baseball player overall. But I knew they had those two pitchers. The other pitcher went to OCC, so it didn't surprise me that they made the run. But oh man, a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Did you call any of those games?
I got to call those two games. Yeah, against back-to-back good name programs, and so it was fun.
Yes.
I didn't call the Super, but I got relieved for that one. But that'll teach them. No, just kidding. So do you love being on the radio? How many years have you been doing on the radio?
This is probably about the sixth football game I've ever been on the radio.
Oh, okay.
I did 3 football games, home football games last year with Mike, and then I probably did a half dozen basketball games with Mike last year. And they're paying me now, so I'm going to do as many games as I can. I've got a 8th grader and a 6th grader, both boys. So from time to time, I'm going to have to miss and go watch their games, and then time to time I may be wrapped up in some baseball stuff here and there. But I like the radio. I enjoy it. I've had to get used to a few things, and just always being on air the whole time is a little different. But I enjoy it.
Yeah. So are you a Robinson lifer then? Or?
I am. Graduated from Robinson High School in 1996. Played football. Played a couple playoff football games down there in the Snake Pit when I was in high school. Played baseball in high school, and graduated with a teaching degree. I taught 5th grade in Robinson for 18 years, and now I'm teaching computer class, which is nice. I'm an elementary computer teacher, and I've been coaching baseball for since about 2001. I was a fresh soft coach for about 12 years. And then a couple years I took off, and then I came back as the varsity coach, and I'm getting ready to start my 8th season as the head varsity coach.
Well, without knowing your career record, I'm assuming it's pretty good because you don't look like you've been coaching for that long.
I don't even know.
It hasn't worn on you, so.
Well, I appreciate that. I graduated in 1996.
Oh, yeah. No, you're an old man. You're not an old man.
I'm losing my eyes. I told you when I got up here I needed some binoculars.
Oh, no. I've been there for years. Yeah, and it still's not to help. I've got Kyle. He's my binoculars. So, yeah. Well, hey, it's been a pleasure talking with you. Good luck.
Nice to meet you, too.
Good luck next year, next spring with baseball.
Thank you.
And I think everybody's getting past all that pandemic stuff, and the kids are going. And
we're through. We're past it here.
It's a distant memory, let's hope.
Yes. Yeah, we don't even talk about it.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you, man.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me.
Yep, no problem. There you go. That's one of the voices of the Maroons here, Reggie Truitt, and baseball coach for the Maroons as well. So, Reggie, thank you. All right, we're at halftime. You're listening to the Keep Us Funeral Home Halftime Report. We're going to go through a scoring summary and give you scores from the area. That's when we're back in 2 minutes right here on 100.5 WSJD.
Meet the dentists at Comprehensive Dental Care of Mount Carmel. Dr. Bryce Miller has proudly served the residents of his hometown for over a decade, bringing advanced training in the field of implant and cosmetic dentistry to the local community. And Dr. David Miller has been practicing now for 40 years. In that time, his goal has remained the same, to provide patients with high-quality care tailored to their health and well-being. Let our team at Comprehensive Dental Care put our quality, compassionate care to work for you. Give us a call today.
Mount Carmel. Welcome to the all-new Southgate Furniture. We just opened our doors at 1 Southgate Drive. We can't wait for you to see what's inside. From stylish dining sets to cozy sofas, recliners, and coffee tables, we've got everything you need to make your house a home. And right now, don't miss our ultimate complete bedroom suite sale. All complete bedroom sets are 50% off while supplies last. Hurry in today and take advantage of these incredible savings before they're gone. Offer excludes mattresses. Visit us today at 1 Southgate Drive in Mount Carmel, Illinois. Southgate Furniture. Your home, your style, your way.
Hi, I have a question. I heard you were owned by the people who manage their money day to day with you.
Yep.
And that you're a not-for-profit version of a bank.
Yep.
And because you are owned by the people who manage their day-to-day money with you, and because you are the not-for-profit version of a bank, you work to keep good rates, so it's easier to borrow or to save for life milestones.
Yep. Just people helping people. Was there a question?
Yep. How do I sign up?
You can apply for a membership online at cafcu.org or come into our local branch at 1011 Oak in Mount Carmel if you have any questions.
What does CAFQ stand for?
It's Corporate America Family Credit Union. It's so many words because we're helping so many people.
Well, that makes sense.
Welcome back to the Keepus Funeral Home halftime report. We're in Robinson where the Mount Carmel Golden Aces lead the host Maroons 14-7 here at halftime. Let's go through the scoring summary first. The Aces hit on the board first. Their opening drive, they drove the ball down the field, looked impressive, got a 4-yard run from the quarterback Shane Metter with 6:45 to go in quarter number one. The 2-point run failed. Mount Carmel led 6-0. And Robinson did what we feared the most. They are a big play team, and they showed it today. A 66-yard pass that Reese Johnson threw. Catching the ball was Kellen Poole, just a sophomore, but he was there to cover all that ground. Van Schoik's kick made it 7-6. That came with 4:31 to go in the second period. Then the Aces beat the clock. Somehow they came down and scored with 20 seconds to go on a 6-yard run by Elliot Acree. Shane Metter then ran for 2, and the Aces got that point back. And that's your halftime score, 14-7. The Aces outscored Robinson 6-0 in the opening frame, 8-7 in the second quarter. And Kyle Peach has got a lot of numbers from this first half, too.
Yeah, thanks to Wyatt Rooney's stat-keeping ability over here. Mount Carmel, 214 total yards of offense to Robinson's 138. Want to go back and give post credit to River Dasher, the freshman, who got the interception on the second INT of the day for the Aces defense. Sorry, our numbers. Note to jersey makers: don't put gold numbers on white jerseys. Nobody can read the numbers from this far away.
Well, that's close. We thought it was 9, and it was 8 instead. But how about a freshman making a big play like that? That's impressive.
Yeah, got a big stop there. So sorry to River Dasher. Congratulations on your first varsity INT. But here's a look at the offensive numbers. Xander Bader, who came on late in the game, 5 carries, 44 yards on that last scoring drive for the Aces. Shane Metter has carried the ball 8 times for a total of 14 yards and a score, had an 11-yard sack. A big part of that loss there of just 14 positive yards. Elliot Acree has carried it 13 times, 96 yards and a touchdown. Andrew Militoni, 2 carries for a net -1. Tobias Fulop, 3 carries for 13. And Jackson Kling, 37 yards on 6 carries. Mount Carmel, 203 rushing yards. Jack Webb has made the only catch of the day for the Aces. That was an 11-yard reception, as Shane Metter has 1 of 3 for those 11 yards. That was a big one, though, a 4th down conversion on our opening drive, which ultimately set the Aces up to score. Robinson, 70 yards rushing. Most of that on 1 play. Reese Johnson, 1 run, 38 yards. Meanwhile, A.J. Noblet, 2 carries for 3. Landon Bonnell, 7 yards on 2 carries. And Kysaiah Poole, 1 carry for 10 yards for the Maroons. So that's all of their rushing yards in this one. For the Maroons passing, slow start for Reese Johnson. Make it 2 completions in 8 attempts. One of them the 66-yard touchdown pass, but does have 2 interceptions. The 2 receptions by Poole for 2 and 66 yards. And that's how the offense stacks up in this one.
And really, when you think about it, Mount Carmel should have another touchdown on the board. As a scoring pass was negated, or I should say a pass to the goal line. It would have been a first and goal, right?
It was getting at least into the red zone for sure down there.
And that was a great fourth down pass play that looked like it worked, and then video seemed to indicate that. But
and the Robinson, we swapped announcers there, and the Robinson guys thought the same thing. They thought he had gotten the first down by a yard or two, and so that took a drive away from the Aces. That was a big call in this ball game, but nonetheless, give the Aces credit. Got behind after really dominating the first quarter in terms of time of possession and having the football, and Robinson comes down, scores, gets a wounded duck to go in for the extra point to take the lead, but Mount Carmel answers, gets the 2-point conversion to go back up by 7.
Yeah, this young team didn't hang their heads at all after that call, and they didn't hang their heads when Robinson shook us up with that big pass play. And so we still mustered enough energy to work the ball down in short order and score. And we were worried about Robinson being able to work with a short time allotment, and they didn't score, and we did there at the half. So give credit to Mount Carmel. They are your leaders 14-7. There's really only one game that we're kind of trying to watch here today on the Illinois side. Red Hill is playing. Everybody in the LIC's played as soon as we finish this. And in case you missed it last night, Paris defeated Marshall 35-20. Aldi put up more big numbers. They're 3-0. They beat Lawrenceville 49-7. And KZ Westfield all over Newton 36-3. KZ Westfield also 3-0. And by the way, the Mount Carmel Golden Aces host Newton next Friday at 7 o'clock. Newton is 0-3, I believe. Yes.
And that will be homecoming night. Of course, Friday afternoon will be the homecoming parade. Dress-up days throughout the week at Mount Carmel High School for the students, and the big homecoming soiree on Saturday night as well. So should be fun for all the alumni coming back to town. That Red Hill North Central game, no score reported yet in that one. Not sure what time that was scheduled. I believe it was a 1 o'clock start, wasn't it?
Yep. And before the game, I talked about a story that you were going to tell us about McLeansboro, Hamilton County, and Christopher. You got to listen, folks. You got to hear this story.
So, yesterday, believe it or not, in the city of Evansville, a lot of those games were weather delayed because of lightning in the area with the rain and the remnants of the hurricane last night. But the big weather story was down in the game between CZR and Hamilton County last night, where the weather ultimately stopped play because there was damage done to fencing at the football field where they were playing at. So they suspended play in that game, and they've picked it up here this afternoon at Benton, a neutral site for that matchup between CZR and Hamilton County being played at Tabor Field in Benton this afternoon. Go figure. That's a wild one.
Could you imagine the night we were on at Breeze Mater Day, we were on until midnight, and with all those delays and everything else, if we'd have been on the air and a big gust of wind would have caused damage to the facility and we'd have been live on the air, because we stayed on the air the whole night. And, by the way, here comes a little wind gust. We don't know if it's a tornado or not, but it's tearing up the fence. And we're sitting here in this little press box.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Just hanging out.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah, glad that everybody was all right. No injuries or anything of that nature. But, boy, that was rough.
You never know. That's why after doing this for a long time, you get a heck of a lot of stories built up.
Right.
So
that's a good time to plug the podcast that you and I have started up here recently. Follow us on the Facebook page, Golden Aces Nation. We put out a new show every Thursday here during the football season. We'll see where it goes from there, but always posted to YouTube and to that Facebook page. And the best part for me is the stories that Scott tells from all his years as an Aces broadcaster.
Yeah, and you pull them out of me, so we don't even prep for some of the stories, and away they go. So get the old man a microphone, and here we go.
Right. It should be fun. It's fun. Enjoy it, and glad that we get the chance to do that.
All right, we're going to take a 1-minute break and come back with a kickoff of the second half. Mount Carmel is your leader. They are on top of Robinson 14-7, 2 quarters to go. You've been listening to the Keepus Funeral Home Halftime Report. We're back in 60 seconds on 100.5 WSJD.
Have you ever lost power? Many get a home generator. Now there's something much better from Morton Solar, the Tesla Powerwall.
You earned my business. I did my research. I looked around. I got lots of estimates, and You guys did a great job from start to finish. No worries, no headache, no bad experiences at all. So I couldn't ask for a better experience and a better product.
Go to mortonsolar.com.
Mount Carmel, we've been solely focused on stabilization since 1949. Stabilization is all that we do.
Quality is an important foundation to build your company on. Being a specialized contractor, it's of the utmost importance because it's what our entire reputation is built upon.
Basically, what we do is an insurance policy to keep your job moving.
We're going to go where our customers take us, and wherever that is, we hope to be the best at what we do.
Well, the temperature now has fallen off a little bit. It's now 87 degrees. It was 91 at game time. Temperature peaked at 94 during the first half. So it's a warm one here today at Crosby Field in Robinson. We are set for the second half. The Maroons will get the football first. 14-7, Mount Carmel, your leader. The Aces have never lost in the Little Illini Conference. This is their fourth year in the league, and they've been undefeated each year. And this is the first LIC game of the season for Mount Carmel.
Yeah, can you believe that? If you look at that history of the Aces in the LIC, 22-0 since joining the conference. The conference win streak all time for the Aces is 34 straight when we closed the NEC. That was a streak that ran from 97 to 02. Mount Carmel is 143, 59, and 6 all time versus these current LIC teams. And the last loss to an LIC team was this Robinson team in the playoffs back in 1991.
And that was a very good ball club from Robinson. One of the best postseason teams I've seen. I think another one that I always liked was the 2000 Harrisburg team.
Yep.
They were loaded that year.
Who let the dogs out? How many times did they play
we
that
heard it
stupid
all
song?
day long.
Oh, it was awful.
Well, Mount Carmel will be kicking off left to right. Erickson and York deep for the Maroons. And the young freshman will approach the ball, and here comes the kick. And it's going to be an angle, a little floater, and it'll be kind of caught with his knee down. Yep. So that's not a fair catch, but just about a sliding catch at around the 27-yard line or so.
Murray making the play there,
maybe further
sliding
back.
Catch back at around the 32. I think.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm.
Nope, I beg your I bid for that too. Where are we? We're at the 29. That's where we're at.
And boy, the sun is going to start getting into our eyes here in the press box in the second. I don't know if we're going to be able to see anything.
I'm telling you.
It's a warm one. So the Maroons will work right to left here in the third quarter. Aces lead 14-7. Be nice to come up with a stop here early and then take over the football and run with it. Reese Johnson returns the quarterback. They like to run a spread and a kind of a wide open look. They send two receivers to the left, one to the right.
5 on the play clock, and they're not going to be ready.
They better hurry. They got to call a timeout here or eat the play.
There's the flag.
They're going to eat it. They weren't anywhere close here. They weren't even set yet. Yeah, wow, that's not a good way to start the second half. They weren't even close.
No, I mean, they just were lackadaisical there and just didn't
no direction.
pay attention.
I guess no direction from the sideline, really.
Right.
So now they move the football back to the 24, and it's 1st and 15. So two receivers left, one to the right. Johnson in the shotgun is set back behind him in the pistol. That's Bunnell. Long signal call, wing to the right. And finally the snap, low snap. And he hands it off. Bunnell shakes a tackle. Open field. Up across the 40. First down to the 43. Nice run for the Maroons.
Yeah, 18 yards, first down. Doesn't matter if it's 1st and 15 or 1st and 10. That's a big run. Militoni making the stop ultimately for the Aces. We've got somebody just coming on the field late. We got to get the guy off the field, and he just gets off before the snap.
And Robinson hurries up a little bit. Two receivers left, one to the right. Handoff by Johnson. And the running back shakes another tackle into the secondary across the 45 before it's brought down to the 43 with the ball's out. Did we get it?
Yes.
Oh, they give it to.
We have it.
The fans are going to roar over that one. Bunnell lost the football as he went down. And Mount Carmel has it at the 40-yard line.
Xander Bader gets the recovery. I'm not sure he wasn't down, but we'll take it. The Aces get the football.
Well, sure looked like he was, but there we go. We'll take it. And how about Xander Bader? Man, that kid is performing today. And a big play there.
Yeah, no doubt. And then the Aces end up with the football. The third turnover of the day for the Robinson defense, or the offense.
I don't hear as much grousing from the fan base here as I thought I would have heard after that.
Yeah, there was no real objection from the Robinson sideline either.
So now here come the Aces going left to right, wing back and a wide out to the left side, and this will be Acree. Shakes a tackle, gets some running room. Nice job. Looks like he was going to get brought down for a loss. He turns it into a 7-yard gain to the 48.
Nice pickup by Mr. Acree. Back to the ground and pound game. Give him 7 on the play, maybe 8. You got to call it 7, second down.
Boy, how about a good time-consuming drive now for points.
And points. The two-score lead, the biggest part of that statement, but go clock go at this point.
And Mount Carmel sends this much of the formation they ended the first half with a slot and a wide out left side, wing back left, one setback, Metter under center. And he'll hand off. The setback dives across the 50. His knee may have been down right at the line. We'll see where they mark him.
First
and that's
down.
Acree on the carry.
Yeah, he gets the other 3 yards he needed for the first down. That'll move the chains.
And that's another 1st and 10 pins bowling center first down. Right at the 50. You couldn't get it any better than that. The ball is laying on the line of the 50.
Now, you don't get to see that very often, do you? It is right there on the spot.
There comes Keegan Linson up with the ball, over the ball. And the Aces again have a wing, a slot, and a wide out to the left side. And that's the way Metter goes with the keeper for running room. 45-40. First down, bolted out of bounds. I think after the yardage inside the Robinson 40.
Well, let's see where they spot it. It's all the way back to the 40, make it the 39. So give him 11 yards on the play and another first down.
Third quarter, Mount Carmel on the march after kind of a questionable call as to how Robinson lost the football.
Well, and look at how Robinson started the half. They took a 5-yard delay of game penalty before the ball was ever snapped on offense. Had a good couple of plays, but a fumble, and Robinson really just didn't look like they've shown up here in the second half as of yet.
Aces, same look. 3 receivers to the left side, including the wing. Handoff, and Elliott to Acree tries to get outside going that way, but is repelled and dropped. He may have gotten a yard, and we've got an injured player getting it very slowly. Is that Metter?
It is Metter. That's a big play. If he can't go, he will hop up and limp, but he is still on the turf trying to shake it loose right now. No gain on the play for Elliott Acree on that one.
Line of scrimmage to 39. He's kind of walking it off as he comes in, and here comes
they put
Andrew Militoni.
Put Militoni in, but they keep Kling out, keep Metter in.
Yeah. So let's see what we're going to do here. He reports to I don't know if he's reporting to the official or not. He talked to him for a moment. Let's see what kind of play we're going to run here. Let's see if he pulls in a tight end. Nope, he's going to be in the backfield. So just a play here, I think. Double wing set, man in motion. And there is the handoff. And is that Militoni coming back to the or is that Fulop?
Yes,
Militoni. And he got a little progress to around the 37.
Still going to be a 3rd and long. Give him a couple of yards. So 3rd and 8 here for the Aces. And give him another yard. Third and 3.
You know, as Metter looks over at the sideline, he looks okay.
Yeah, just had to shake something off there for a little bit. Maybe landed awkwardly.
So he appears to be okay. And let's see what the Aces do here. They send a man wide out, and it's a double wing set, one setback. And now the man in motion, handoff instead to the running back. That's Acree, pounds his way to the left side, gets close to the marker. He rolls that way. Let's see if he made it. Inside the 30.
Looks like it. They're stopping the clock to move the chains, it appears. Or at least they're going to take a look. And we've got a cramp down there for an Aces player, so they'll stop the play for that.
And that may be Acree because he still had the football as he flipped it up to the official while laying on the deck, and they're working on that cramp.
And it is a first down, they signal finally, so give it 8 yards, I think, on the pickup for the first down for Acree as they work out the cramp.
8:57 to go, third quarter. Mount Carmel leads 14-7.
You know, Scott, this week I ran into Elliott Acree out to lunch one day, and you don't get the sense of just how big of a guy he is until you are up there with him. He is a big guy and obviously tough to bring down, but the junior 6'1", 200, he's a big body to deal with.
Yeah. You know, Jack Webb's a little bit that way.
Yeah.
He's more imposing when you see him. And so, Robinson has to deal with him, and Webb's been he's caught a pass today, I think, hasn't he? Did he catch a pass?
No, it was not Webb. It was
that was Acree? No. That was the 4th down pass, right, for 11 yards?
It was Webb. You're right.
Okay.
It was Webb.
Well, now here the Aces have a man in motion, and now is Metter's going to keep it, and he runs left side, gets knocked out of bounds. Nice little pickup. And let's see where they're going to mark him. The officials walking the sidelines. They're going to do it at the 21 or so.
Good to see Shane come back up quickly after the play. A 7-yard pickup for Metter. So 2nd down and 3 now for the Aces.
We are very close to the Big R Farm and Home red zone. Let's hope the Aces get in there now. 2nd down, 3rd quarter.
242 yards rushing today for the Aces.
Nice. Yeah, good. That's good to hear that total. As we spent 2 weeks in the non-conference, maybe this is going to work out perfect. You boy threw the kids up against this very young team, against very good competition, and they held their own. In fact, they did more than hold their own, really. It was kind of they hurt themselves with the young, youthful mistakes they made last week, but they moved the ball as well. And now here they are back in LIC play, having progressed through 2 weeks, getting better and better with each week, and now we're into conference play.
Inside of 8 minutes now here in the 3rd quarter.
And it looks like Bader's in the backfield now. Man in motion is Militoni, and Bader gets a call, slips a tackle, almost another, and pushes forward near the 10-yard line. What a run by Xander Bader.
And now a late flag that's going to be unsportsmanlike or something, and they're talking in the Aces huddle, and boy, I hope that doesn't go against the Aces here, but it will. Unsportsmanlike conduct. You cannot run your mouth.
Wait a minute, was it offsetting?
No,
he
it was
pointed at
unsportsmanlike. Oh, was it?
Well,
now they're going over to talk to the Mount Carmel coaches.
Well, nobody's talking to. Yeah, it must just be against Mount Carmel. I got up, laid in my binoculars here.
So Bader took that ball down to the 9, which would make it a 1st down, and this isn't, I think, a 1st down, and it would be after.
Now they're marking the football. Oh, nope, they're marking. Are they? Nope, that's the other official. He's not marking the football.
Well, are they not going to set the? They're not going to mark it back from there.
Yeah, was it offsetting then?
So it's 1st and goal at the 9 for the Aces, but they've not marked the football back. So Bader will get credit for an 11-yard run there.
Huh.
And no penalty?
Well, or it was offsetting, one or the other.
All right.
Or maybe they picked up the flag.
Well,
Aces hustle up to the ball. What's the play clock?
5 on the play clock.
Here is a man in motion, and Metter gets the snap in time. Oh, no, he keeps it himself and takes a dive. Almost lost the ball and lost yardage in the meantime. Back to the 10.
Now what? Now we've got an injured Maroon, it looks like. Wampler makes the stop, and he may be the player that's shaken up a bit. And no gain on the play, maybe a loss of a yard for Metter on the play, a loss of 1. And so it is 2nd and goal at the 10. Maybe you're right. Maybe he signaled offsides or offsetting penalties, and I just didn't see it. But Mount Carmel definitely, I only saw one flag fly, and Mount Carmel was the only coach that was addressed by the crew here. So nonetheless, 2nd and goal at the 10.
Aces St. Andrews wide to the right side. And there's a handoff. Acree bounces off a tackle, gets progress down to around the 5 or 6 yard line.
Let's see where they spot it. It will be, still looking to spot it. Haven't put it down yet. Right at the 5, so a 5-yard gain, 3rd and goal.
Aces trying to increase the lead. They have the lead right now, 14-7, scoring with 20 seconds to go in the first half to get the lead.
Can't tell you how big this would be to put this ball in the end zone.
Especially with the Robinson air attack, they can score at any point. They've already done that today. They've already proven that. So let's get a lead on them where they've got to revert to other things.
So we'll take the clock under 6 minutes here.
Acree is the setback behind Metter. Also another wingback back there, and it'll be Metter keeping it, trying to find in traffic, going to get spun down for a loss. Let's see where they mark him. There would be forward progress to almost the line, but let's see where they mark him.
It looks like
a loss back to the 9.
Well, I don't know that they've got it officially spotted that far yet. Nope. They're just now getting the ball repositioned here.
Oh, and here's that official walking somewhere else.
Yeah, so it's going to be
maybe the 6,
back to around the 7, maybe.
Oh, okay.
6, 7, 8. So 4th and goal from the 7-yard line. That'll be a 2-yard loss.
So again, a 4th down. The Aces need to convert here to get that lead.
4th and goal from the 6 or 7.
All right, let's see what Mount Carmel does here. They have Kling as the up back on the dual set. And there is Metter. He wants to throw a little short dump, and it's caught, and it's a touchdown. Jack Webb on the catch. Stepped over the line, worked to the left, and Metter floated the ball to him, and that's a touchdown pass of 6 yards.
6-yard touchdown pass. Jack Webb's second reception and as many targets. And the Aces have a 20-7 lead.
5:45 to go in the third period. Aces now have a 2-score lead. And of course, with no kicker, they'll go for 2. This will be a big one to put us up by 15.
Yeah, that's a big one. It would also mean that
the Aces
2
take their
scores
time
would
too.
be hard to beat you. 5 on the play clock. We got to hurry.
Double wing set. Metter under center gets a snap away. And will try to keep it himself and turn up. He's going to get brought down well shy. Maybe no gain on the play. So the Aces come up short on the 2-point try, but let's take a look at that Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. 5:45 to go, quarter number 3. Mount Carmel now leads Robinson 20-7. We're back in 1 minute.
In the heart of Mount Carmel, where community and support go hand in hand, you'll find the First National Bank.
We're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your supporters.
Just like our Golden Aces, we believe in hard work, dedication, and the power of community.
Whether on the field or in the bank, we're here to cheer you on every step of the way.
We're proud to support the Mount Carmel Golden Aces.
Because when our team wins, our community wins.
Here's to another season of victories, both big and small. The First National Bank, where community comes first. Go Golden Aces. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
H&R Block in Mount Carmel, featuring a convenient drive-through window, is proud to sponsor sports. When the time comes, we want you to remember the name H&R Block and our location, 615 Walnut Street, Mount Carmel. We have expert tax pros with combined experience of over 50 years to guarantee your taxes are done correctly. No one offers more ways to help you with your taxes. The tax pros at H&R Block in Mount Carmel are here year-round to help you with our convenient drive-through window. We guarantee the biggest possible tax refund. Stop by or give us a call today.
Well, Kyle Peach, that's a big touchdown.
Yeah, big touchdown there for the Aces. And, boy, you got to be happy with a 2-score lead, 20-7. No resting on the laurels now, though. Got to stop Robinson and keep that potentially potent offense in check.
Oh, Tyler Erickson and Joel York, the deep men for Robinson. And it'll be Keegan Linson trying to deliver the odds and the kick over the middle.
And how about 3 turnovers today forced by this Aces defense?
Not bad at all. 2 of them picks. There's the kick, and it goes out of bounds. Way at around the 25, so Robinson may like to take it at the 35.
That was caught by Aces defensive coordinator, athletic director Kyle Buss, and he did a little Heisman pose after he caught that ball in midair.
Yeah,
it was fun to watch him play back in the day.
Yeah,
KB.
it sure was, wasn't he? He was a QB and a dandy one at that.
You know, you talk about teams that maybe flew under the radar as some of the best in Mount Carmel history. Kyle Buss's junior and senior year teams lost 3 games by a combined total of 3 points, all because of extra point related issues. Can you believe that?
Yeah. Just think of all the athletes that didn't get to like the state finals and came close. We had several semifinal teams that haven't quite made it.
And it was a Bloomington Central Catholic 1-point loss to him their senior year.
And that wasn't that the one they scored at about 90 seconds to go in the game?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a tough 42-41 or some crazy score like that. All right, here's a snap to Reese Johnson. Kind of a low snap, drives. Ace is trying to pull the ball away. Johnson gets over the left side of the line to around the 38, so a gain of about 3 or 4.
So Johnson, kind of interesting to see Robinson go to the ground and pound game here, and that's about a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, maybe they just want to kind of establish it on the ground a little bit to put us to sleep and then poof, over the top. But they haven't even been able to sustain enough to force us to play in and forget about the secondary. Let's see what the Maroons do here. 2 receivers left, a wing and a wide out to the right side. Johnson in the shotgun with a setback to his right. And slow count. Here it comes. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his right and shake a tackle outside. First down and still running across midfield down to the Mount Carmel 47-yard line. That was Blake Green on the carry. I guess he's taken over a quarterback at some point, but Green on that carry.
13 yards and a first down. I think it was a pitch ultimately over that way, perhaps. But now we are seeing,
wait a minute.
Green checking out now.
Well, hang
so
on.
maybe
Maybe
you
that
had
was
it right.
Maybe Johnson the whole time.
It is Johnson, but it was Green who had the carry.
Okay.
I think he quick pitched or something on that play. 1st and 10 in Mount Carmel territory.
All right. Maroons have receivers both ways, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. And here is Johnson. Gets the snap and drives forward himself, brought down by Kling inside the 45 of the 44. Short gain, maybe 3.
2nd down here for the Maroons, and again, calling on that Aces defense to find a way to preserve the two-score lead and keep the Maroons out of the end zone. 4:25 to go now in the 3rd quarter.
Cameron Dennis has been in the backfield with Johnson the last couple places and stays there right to his right of the quarterback. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. And man in motion stops at wing left. And here is a quick throw, slant pass, caught, but nothing there for the receiver. He's brought down right away. The catch made by Nobble, but he went nowhere.
A loss of 2 yards on the play. How about that? You can complete all those passes you want all day if you go for negative yards. 3rd and 9. The Aces blow that play up. Was that Metter over there?
They haven't credited yet, but I think so. Line of scrimmage, the 44, or 46 rather. And again, 2 receivers left, a wing and a wide out to the right, 1 setback, Johnson in the shotgun. And this time he hands off to the ball carrier, and he's rung up and dropped at the line of scrimmage, and Dennis had nowhere to go.
Braden Mason right there on the stop. Big play, another loss, a loss of 2, and the Maroons are going the wrong direction all of a sudden.
And here it is, 4th down. They've got a long way to go.
4th and 11.
3rd quarter. And we're down to 3:07 to go in the frame. Now they get 1 player in, 1 out.
Do they have someone that can punt the ball or not? You would think that
Maybe
might be a decent strategy here.
So now the receivers are a straight 2x2, a slot and a wide out each side. Now a wing goes that way, so empty backfield here.
And nobody back deep for the Aces should they quick kick it.
For Reese Johnson, and he backs up. Looks like he wants to throw, does throw, looking long down the left side. It might be picked up as a jump ball and incomplete. Nice coverage over there by the Aces. In fact, he's injured on the play. The receiver immediately went to his aid. He saw what happened. I think it's a cramp for
Shane Metter.
For Metter in the backfield. Pass was intended for Kazaki Pool, or Kazea Pool, and it was a jump ball down there. Metter came right down. He must have thrown a cramp as he jumped high to make the play on defense. He went right down, and Pool went right over and saw that. So nice move by Poole to notice that and call attention to that. So the clock is stopped. Both teams are huddling. Mount Carmel getting a little water, I think, in the meantime.
One of the things that this will mean is that Militoni will be out, or rather, I beg your pardon, Militoni will be in. Metter will be out at the quarterback spot for at least 1 play here because he's got to come out of the game.
Yeah, I think he was. Look, he's getting up, trying to walk it off again. He missed 1 play earlier, and he looked okay. And came back in.
Looks okay, just a cramp, but again, at least for 1 play, Metter will be the guy that's out there.
Like I said, it's a hot day. It peaked at 94 today, and now it's 87. Started the day at 91 degrees. A lot more heat than we thought. In fact, we thought rain was going to be the big issue this weekend, and that didn't materialize.
My phone still says it thinks it's 94 here in Robinson.
Okay, that might be.
The clouds could have knocked that down a little bit,
well,
perhaps.
You think it's throwing Effingham up in my phone, so why?
I think it was supposed to be that hot today.
No, I didn't either. So the line of scrimmage, the 47-yard line. Aces line it up on 1st and 10. Double wing set. Receiver to the right. Hand up. Ball carrier Acree powers offside. Got running room up the middle. He almost breaks it. Yes, he does. To the 30. He finally dragged down at the 23-yard line. What a run. 27 yards, 29 yards for Elliott Acree.
Just continuing to move. And, Scott, I want to go back and fix something I misspoke about on that last drive defensively. It was Jackson Kling who came up with the big stop on that one of the plays defensively on that Robinson drive that started the backward progression that led to the Aces getting the ball and now having a golden opportunity as we're deeper into Robinson territory just outside the red zone.
You know, against a team like Robinson, I probably should not say this because they're so explosive, but this has the feel of almost a put-away touchdown drive here. If we can finish it off. We're inside 2 minutes, third quarter, with a 17-point lead. But Robinson can score any moment. So I shudder at the thought. I've
just
keep
doing what we're doing here, right?
All right, the Aces send Andrews out wide to the right side, double setback, double the wing back, and Kling gets the call, shakes a tackle, can't break free, but drives inside the 15 to the 13. Nice run by Jackson Kling.
Yeah, it takes it from the 23, where do they set it, to the 12-yard line, so everything but a first down. Give him 9 yards on the play.
And the chain gang's moving the back chain.
Oh, yeah. Somebody thought they should have gone somewhere, but not quite yet.
So now they put the chains back where they are, and it's about 2nd and 1 now.
310 yards now of total offense for the Aces.
Nice job. 1:08 to go, third quarter. Kling is in the backfield, the setback behind Metter, man in motion, and here is Big Kling with a power. He breaks a tackle, and he almost was able to free himself up, got near the goal line, did not get in though, but he's inside the 5.
Yeah, a nice run by Kling, just lowers that big shoulder, that big body falls forward, takes it from the 13 in the Big R Farming Home red zone up to around the 2, give him 11 yards, first and goal.
So 2 big power runs for Kling, as Kyle mentioned, some big plays on defense. Well, we've got lots of stars in this game today. I'll see if we can finish off this drive. We had one that was kind of snuffed out with a controversial call earlier in the game. See if we get 6 here. Metter under center, man in motion, hands it off. There's Kling trying to finish it, and he goes left side, touchdown! A big touchdown by Jackson Kling with 33 seconds to go before the end of the third quarter, and it's now a 26-7 lead.
Yeah, Jackson Kling, that was just going to be his drive, wasn't it? He just caps off that drive as the Aces looking to add the 2-point conversion here to extend the lead to 28-7, so that'd be a 21-point 3-score lead.
So we scored with 20 seconds to go before halftime, and we scored with 33 seconds to go in the third period. Now we go for 2. One setback, he's in motion. And there's the handoff. Acree this time. Did he get in for 2? Yes, he did. So Metter gets Kling gets the touchdown, and Acree gets the 2-point run. And let's take a look at the Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. We're down to 33 seconds to go, third quarter. And Mount Carmel leads Robinson 28-7. We're back in 1 minute.
I'm Mason Gross. I am a marketing business management major at Wabash Valley College. You'll learn a lot about the business industry as a whole, and that really helps you to explore your options as far as to what's out there. So I'm doing my internship at Summer Real Estate in Salem, Illinois. Right now I'm working on getting my license. I am hanging around the office, going to showings, and doing everything I can as a non-licensee to get myself ready for when I graduate and take that step as an agent.
My name is Parker Linson. I'm a second-level nursing student at Wabash Valley College. We were able to get hands-on experience with a mannequin that has real breath sounds, real, lung sounds, and can cough and, do different things. That makes it really unique to have that kind of experience right here on campus. And then we've done clinicals. Being able to go into those ICUs and emergency departments and be able to see those critical patients, it is a very good experience. Being able to be in that position and look back to where I come from, it's just awesome to be able to have that experience.
The Mount Carmel Golden Aces with a big touchdown there with a 21-point lead over Robinson. Remember, the Maroons are explosive, though. They could put points up in a hurry, so maybe 21 isn't enough either, but that was a big touchdown.
Yeah, big touchdown for the Aces, and really can't say, what am I trying to, I can't say it literally. I can't say enough about what the Aces defense has done today for this Aces team as well. 3 turnovers they forced. Mount Carmel's offense has taken those turnovers, taken advantage of them, and basically the 3 turnovers translate to a 3-score lead.
So here comes the kick by the Aces. Again, it's kind of short over the front line, bounces to around the 30, taken there by the return man. He goes, and not much there, he's out of bounds. And they're going to mark it around the 33-yard line.
There's a flag down over there, too.
Okay. Did it go out of bounds before he touched it?
No, he
right?
touched it, but I think maybe we ran false start. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh. No, they declined whatever it was, so. All right.
And they just pick up the flag.
I missed it. So penalty against the Aces, but the Maroons will take it. Surely they didn't say kick out of bounds there, did they?
They're going to mark it at the 31.
Well, that's where he stepped out.
Okay. Nope, now they move it to the 32.
Well, okay. That's where he stepped out.
Yeah, it's wherever he puts the ball down. And when the sun is blaring in the press box
Ooh,
here.
Howdy.
I can still see through the two panes of glass.
So the worst view in the house, don't you, partner?
The Maroons sent two receivers left and a wingback that way. Wingback to the right side. Reese Johnson with a setback as the shotgun call gets it. Hands off, counter back left side.
Flag down.
Poole. He spins off of one tackle. Flag down. Finally, Aces converge and knock him down at around the 33. No flags flown that way.
Flag down, and it came almost on the snap. So I'm assuming somebody jumped early for Robinson, and they did. So we'll back them up.
Legal motion, right?
Yep. Where did all the flags start coming from all of a sudden? It was a pretty clean game. And you talked about the Aces wanting to clean things up. No turnovers by the Aces today.
Wow.
We may have just declined that penalty, and we did. So it will. That's interesting. So it'll become second down for the Aces. No gain on the play, so 2nd and 10. Ultimately, after we decline that false start penalty.
I guess that maybe shows the coach's attitude towards Robinson being explosive. We want to get them one down less now to deal with, as opposed to the walk the yardage up, because they can score any point maybe.
Yep.
So now it's second down, and Johnson checks his play, has receivers spread both ways, two to the right, one to the left. And will try to sneak through the line himself. No, he cannot get through. Looked like a little hole was there, but it got plugged in a hurry.
That was big 42 of the Aces. Azariah Downing on the stop and the sack of the quarterback for a loss of 2 on the play.
The line of scrimmage back to the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, the clock is running out here in the third period, and that will do it for the frame. So 3 quarters in the books. The Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard says Mount Carmel 28 and Robinson 7. Come back with the fourth quarter in 1 minute on 100.5 WSJD.
Hello, I'm Andrea Lull from Robinson, Illinois. For my first appointment, I knew I chose the right orthopedic center. The day of surgery went like planned, registration went smooth, pre-surgery, and the nurse made me feel very comfortable. I'm currently 3 months out of surgery. I don't even feel like I had a total hip replacement, but I am having a much better quality of life with my new hip. WGH, we're going home.
811, if you're not familiar with that, it's a Julie program in the state of Illinois. It's actually nationwide, but that's a free service. The utilities take care of that. Customer wanting to dig or plant flowers or fence posts or something like that, call that service. Give us 2 business days. That's the law, 2 business days notice. We'll come out and we'll locate all the underground utilities in your area and make sure that you know where you're able to dig and you can dig safely, and we're protected and you're protected that way.
Along with Kyle Peach, I'm Scott Allen. It is a hot one here in Robinson. We double-checked the temperature. It is 94 right now in Robinson.
89 in Mount Carmel, 94 an hour north in Robinson. It's the warm spot of the Midwest, apparently. Goodness.
And the 87 I saw was on my phone out of Effingham, so who knows what's going on over there. And we start the fourth quarter. Aces on defense as Reese Johnson operates for the Maroons.
3rd and 12 here.
And he's back to throw. Wants to throw long, now pumps, now runs. And he's going to run for his life. Acre kind of pushes him out of bounds. They're going to mark it over the 40, maybe at around the 42.
So good run, but well short.
Yeah.
Looks like 3rd and 12 becomes 4th and 5.
Yeah.
So a 7-yard gain.
So it looks like they're going to mark him back at the 38.
So 4th and 5 for Robinson, and they are looking to go for it here.
At this point, down 28-7.
Get a big stop one more time, defense. Let's do it.
Players all over the place, left and right. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. 1 wing to the left. And the quarterback, Reese Johnson, is in the shotgun. He calls, gets the signals, wants to throw. Looks, steps up. The Ace is on him, and they're going to bring him down. It's a sack, and Mount Carmel will get the football at the 35-yard line.
Mr. Downing does it again.
Boy, the Aces defense has been solid today. 2 picks, more than one stop on 4th down. It looks like we've got an injured player on the field from Robinson.
Yeah, maybe was it the quarterback who had that football? No, it's not the quarterback. Maybe a lineman involved with the play. They kind of got swallowed up there by the Aces defense, who swarmed in and collapsed that pocket around the quarterback. And is this a cramp too? Yeah, maybe so.
Well, don't forget, Aces fans, Mount Carmel back home on Friday night at beautiful Riverview Stadium. The Newton Eagles in town in LIC play. The kickoff set for 7 o'clock. Our pregame show begins at 6, and it's a special week at the Hilltop.
Homecoming week, lots of activities. The Alumni Association homecoming festivities next weekend, too. And, hey, want to get a quick shout-out here, too, as they get the injured Maroon up off on the field under his own power. The Mount Carmel Lady Aces golf team went to Benton and set some school records this weekend. How about that? School records
Lady
in
Aces
girls golf. Yeah.
That happens all the time.
Yeah, the 7 under was the best round ever by a team, and Emily Gottman, the medalist, best ever individual performance with a 7 under.
Wow. Okay. Now I'm in motion Fulop, but he won't get the ball. Acre will. Pounds over the right side, gets some progress for the Aces on 1st down.
That's actually Bader, I think, Scott, who came in on that sequence. So Bader takes the play, and now we've got another ace cramping on the play.
All right, so have we been to this invitational before? Is this a regular scheduled thing? So somehow these girls this year have already beaten the marks set by the 3-time state champions in the past years. Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
We're still going strong. Well, we thought they had the inside job on maybe a 4th straight title, but that's incredible.
It's Jack Webb who's the injured ace at this point, but, how about that? So they just win at Benton. We joked last time, actually Shaken Up was not Webb, that was Militoni. But our school record 7 under, Emily Gottman broke Maria Kennard's school record with the 7 under par. And they won by 78 strokes in that one.
So it's kind of close.
Kind of close.
All right, Aces operate 2 setbacks, 2 wing backs left and right. 1 man in motion, that's Fulop, and there's a handout to Acre. Just kind of jump steps his way back to the left side and gets down inside the 28 to the 26-yard line.
Not quite enough for the 1st down, so give him about 4 on the play. Acre brings it to a 3rd and about 1 here. So nice run by Acre, who has been the workhorse today. His 20th carry, 152 yards and a touchdown for Acre.
And the Aces well over the 300-yard mark as a team on the night and taking all the time they can here. We're inside 10 minutes now. 10:51 to go. Aces lead 28-7 and driving here. Line of scrimmage is the 27-yard line.
Do we take a shot here, perhaps? Catch him napping?
Oh, we've got a chance. That is third down,
though.
Yeah, we've got to go ahead and finish it. And, there's a handoff instead at the fake pitch. And driving up the middle of the 1st down, that looks like Acre again.
Yep. Gets the 1st down. And back to the Big R Farm and Home red zone go the Aces.
On the 1st down, the 1st and 10 pins, Bowling Center 1st down.
Give him 6 or 5. Wyatt says 5, 1st down.
Well, he's the official statistician, so
he's got
to go with him.
He's joining the Mount Carmel Soccer Aces, too. The Soccer Aces play Monday here in Robinson, right? So there you go.
And they have the same difficulty the football team does with a small senior class. Well, they only got 2 seniors.
2 seniors. No seniors on the soccer.
None.
2 on the boys golf and 5 for football.
And that's it. 7 senior boys, and that's it in this whole class for the fall. Hey, a nice run there, kind of powering his way forward.
It's Acre.
Here's Acre again.
So 7 fall sport. Now, I don't know about cross country, about seniors there. But that'd be the only thing that we don't have.
I wish I remembered the conversation I had with Matt McCarty a couple weeks ago.
Acre gets about 6 on the play.
So just trying to use as much of the clock as we can, down to 9:22 to go, and finish off this drive and really kind of put this thing away. I would think.
You would think this would be enough.
I've been wrong before. No, with Mount Carmel football, you're not often wrong.
I just mentioned the 71-70 playoff game a while back. So,
and we led that one 70-49 with not much time left.
Right.
And they started onside kicking against us that year. All right, here we go. Metter sets the club down. 2 wings, left and right, hands it off, and that's Akery powering to the right side, cutting it back up the middle, and driving to around the 10-yard line.
Another first down. That'll move the chains. It'll be a first and goal situation for the Aces.
Next week, we can start utilizing the services of calpreps.com. We like to use that. Great conversation starter that can predict schools from any era north of 2000 and any state to state. We used it a lot during Big 8 time, a way to kind of approximate the difference between the two states, and they're accurate more times than not. We'll start to see the actual weekly projections next week. They always give it 3 or 4 weeks into the season for their data to kind of be to kind of start settling down a little bit. And this year's Mount Carmel team will completely change the algorithms from golfreps.com this year. Handoff, ball carrier is Kling, powers right side. Just move the football a little closer. Let's see, we're going to mark him down, maybe the 5 or the 6.
Right to the 5. Well, how about the 6? Give him a yard.
Yeah, this cruise just marks the football a little different.
Yeah.
They've done a few things different, and I think they missed a call or two today. Maybe 2.
Yeah, especially the big spot on the 4th down play. That was the biggest. You look at next week's matchup, Scott. Newton's 0-3. Their best game, at least score-wise, was their opening night loss to Shelbyville, 42-28. And then from there, they got pummeled by Paxton Buckley Loda, 42-7, and lost to Casey last night, 36-3. So in the last 2 weeks, just 10 points on the board for the Eagles, who are at the Snake Pit Friday night.
Here's Akery, Metter under center, hands it off, ball carrier pushing his way forward. He's going to get in. It's going to be a touchdown, right?
It is, and it's Kling.
Kling with a touchdown run. He just powered his way in there out of the scrum and crossed the goal line, and now the Aces have a very comfortable lead of 34-7 with 7:08 to go.
7-yard run for Jackson Kling, his second score of the day.
It is. Scored from 6 yards a few minutes ago.
We will go for 2, and that should, we think, put this game away with 7:08 left.
Here in the 4th quarter, 7:08 to go. They set it up, and here is a handoff. Ball carrier slides right. Did he get in?
Yep, Akery.
Yep, Akery on the 2-point run, and how about that? So let's take a look now at the Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. Well, we kind of feel comfortable, really, for the first time in the game, and Mount Carmel has a commanding lead over Robinson, 36-7, back in 1 minute.
Your new vehicle is at Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel. Get a new 2024 Dodge Hornet for only $25,999, and the 2024 Ram HD, now up to $11,000 off MSRP at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get your new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. New 2024 Ford Super Duty with 3.9% APR and Ford Broncos now up to $6,000 off MSRP. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Carmel has grown the lead to 36-7 over Robinson now with barely over 7 minutes to go in the game. The Maroons will get the ball, and Aces fans can suddenly feel a little bit better about everything now that we're in our first conference game and we're kind of pulling away. And there's a kick across the field, gets by everybody, and it goes out of bounds before Mount Carmel can get to it. Nobody from Robinson got to the football. It barely got out of bounds in time before we raced to grab it.
They were all over that, weren't they? That was a pretty good-looking kick.
Yeah, it really was.
Just bounded out of bounds at the last minute to kind of save Robinson from the turnover.
So they'll take it, I guess, at the 35. Yeah, so, of course, the whole league went through 2 weeks of non-conference play. And here's the deal, too. The LIC gained only 5 points for teams. They went 5-11 as a league. So, 5-4 may get you in, but it may not this year.
Yeah.
If you've only gotten 5 points for your non-conference opponents because the whole league kind of faltered. Then Mount Carmel, we finished 0-2, so we were part of that.
Right.
But so you about got to win 6 games. Can't take your chances with 5. So the Aces will pick up win number 1 and avoid their first 0-3 start in 74 years. Reese Johnson gets the call, swing pass right side, pass caught. Receiver tries to dive in between Aces and ends up with a very short gain of the 39. The play, where's my Robinson roster? It's gone. There it is. All right, the pass caught by Nobble. Not much of a game, Kyle. 1. A lot happened on that 1-yard play. Second down and 9. Line of scrimmage to 39, and the clock is running.
Just the 4th pass completion in 11 attempts by Johnson today, and
that's something.
That one for 1 yard.
And they've thrown so many passes this year. Mount Carmel had them bottlenecked up. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. 1 set back. Quarterback has a wing to work with, left side. He gives it to the 1 set back.
Ball's out.
And it's
We
loose
got
ball.
it.
We got it. How about that hit? Let's see. The hit, was that by Downing, I think?
Mason got the hit,
okay.
and Downing got the recovery.
Oh, yeah, there you go. The ball squirted forward. Mount Carmel recovered it at the 43 of Robinson. So Mount Carmel takes over in Robinson territory, and the route is on.
How about that?
How many turnovers on the Maroons?
That's
4. And they had how many last week?
2 picks and 2 INTs today for the Aces defense. And last week, I'm not sure. We know that they had lost a fumble. They caused 2 fumbles last on the season.
Yeah,
But boy, Reese Johnson coming in, averaging 8.5 yards per carry, 17 yards per pass completion, and they just have not had that today.
So maybe the Ace is sending a message to the conference that we're not quite done yet. I know the conference licking their chops at what they think this year. And now Tobias Phillip counters right, bangs off of one guy, still going, breaks it open, and he will make it to the house, I think. Yes, he will. What a run by Tobias Phillip. He was hit hard, spun off a tackle, shook another one, and then broke into the open. What a run.
42 yards for the touchdown. Wow.
Tobias Phillip with a dandy run, 6:11 to go in the game, and it's now 42-7.
A turnover, a play, and a score. 42-7. Wow.
Now the Aces will go for 2. We don't really have any kickers, so that's what we do. And the Aces are over the 40 mark for the first time this year. We spent a lot of weeks in the 40s last year. Now we go for 2 with the same set, double wing set, 1 set back, Metter under center. And he'll hand it off. Ball carrier slides right. Did he make it?
Yes, on the second effort.
They finally give it to him on the 2-point run.
That was Bader.
Xander Bader. With a 2-point run, he's in the books now and gives us another chance to look at the Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. It's now Mount Carmel 44 and Robinson 7 back in 1 minute.
Have you ever lost power? Many get a home generator. Now there's something much better from Morton Solar, the Tesla Powerwall.
Another favorite point of having my solar panels and battery backup, the Powerwall, it does give me a feeling of security for my family. I have 2 boys. I have a wife. She's a nurse. She has to be able to get up and go to work at any point. I wear a CPAP machine, so I need that to make sure that I don't stop breathing for too long while I'm asleep.
Go to mortonsolar.com.
Meet the dentists at Comprehensive Dental Care of Mount Carmel. Dr. Bryce Miller has proudly served the residents of his hometown for over a decade, bringing advanced training in the field of implant and cosmetic dentistry to the local community. And Dr. David Miller has been practicing now for 40 years. In that time, his goal has remained the same, to provide patients with high-quality care tailored to their health and well-being. Let our team at Comprehensive Dental Care put our quality, compassionate care to work for you. Give us a call today.
What a day for the Mount Carmel offense. 399 yards in total yards. Kyle Peach reports all but 17 on the ground.
Yeah, that's a pretty impressive day for the Aces, and a couple of big runs. The biggest of the day, that 42-yard run by Tobias Fulop. Elliot Acree had one for 38 and one for 29. So coming in fearing the big play Robinson offense, it's been Mount Carmel who's had the big plays today.
And here comes the kick. I think we're offsides, but I don't know if they notice or not. It's flying and caught at the 32 by the return man, who doesn't get much, over the 35 near the 40-yard line. Let's see. On the, let's see if he got much. That return made by Blake Green. And they're going to mark him at around the 40-yard line, 39. So we're kind of playing out the string in this one now. 6:05 to go in the game. The Aces have a 37-point bulge in search of their 23rd straight LIC win.
That would put the Aces at 144-59 all-time against LIC teams, and put the mark against the Maroons to 16-4 all-time, having won 16 straight.
And there's plenty of superlatives to pass around for the Mount Carmel football team today. Not just on offense, on defense as well. Big plays on both sides of the ball. Low snap to Reese Johnson, rolls right, looking long, fires long. Oh, he's got his man caught. The pass caught and immediately drill out of bounds at around the 38-yard line. Good catch over there by Poole, and a first down for the Maroons.
10.
13.
Now you're adding
23, 25 yards.
We'll go with that. You're the good adder.
25-yard pass play. Johnson threw a 66-yard scoring pass earlier.
Yeah, and he's caught every pass, 92 yards.
But all in all, we've done an exceptionally good job against this Reese Johnson, this talented quarterback who loves to throw. So now here come the Maroons. They go 2-by-2 on the receivers. One set back to the left of Johnson. And that is Dennis. Bounces back to throw. Has time. Now steps and runs. 40. And going to get pushed. No, he didn't. He ran himself out of bounds between two Aces defenders at around the Mount Carmel 32. Short of the marker, though.
I've got about 5, I think, or so. Let's see where they set it down. Yeah, right about 5 yards, I think, is all they're going to credit him for. Maybe 6.
But he managed to stop the clock. 5:50 to go in the game. We'll visit with Coach Michael Brewer after the game, too, so stick around for that. And don't forget the Newton Eagles call next week. Homecoming week at the Hilltop. Now the Maroons, one receiver to the... Now we're going to switch one of the tight ends over to the left side. So now it's 2 to the left on the receiver corps, 1 to the right. Wing right, 1 set back, and Dennis to the right of the quarterback, Reese Johnson. And there is Mr. Johnson. Gets a push from Reese Johnson and gets over the 30 to the 29. Nothing like that little push play.
All right, first down. Brendan Bowser in on the stop for the Aces. I got to say this now. A little trivia for you. How can a quarterback have been the only guy to throw the football in a game and have less yards than the leading receiver? We'll have the answer for how that happens for you after this next play, because that's the Robinson scenario right now.
I'm interested in that, too. Well, let's see the answer to that. We'll find out right after this play. First down and 10. 2-by-2 on the receivers now. Set back to the right of the quarterback, and the shotgun, Reese Johnson, calls to the left. And he hands it off, and that ball carry goes nowhere. Aces really grabbed the ball carrier as soon as he had it. Cameron Dennis had nothing to do.
That's the second consecutive stop by Brendan Bowser defensively for the Aces, blowing that play up for a loss. Second down and 11, a loss of 1.
On the carry was Dennis. And he didn't go anywhere. Okay, well, hold on.
Since they're hurrying up, we'll give you some more time to think about that question.
Just like a network show, we're going to keep pausing, keep having a commercial break until we let you know. All right, receivers again, 2-by-2. Dennis calls, and Dennis is to his right. I should say Johnson calls, and Dennis to his right. Pump. Now the throw by Johnson. Wide open, his man in the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown. Great pass play. There's Robinson. They can do that all day. And the pass completion made by the receiver, Mason Brinkman. And how long was that again?
That was 29 yards.
They have scored both their touchdowns on pass plays. This one to Brinkman for how long again?
29.
Thank you. And so now they'll go for 2. It's 44 to 13 now.
First second half score for the Maroons with 4:32 to go in the fourth quarter.
Johnson now retreats back to the shotgun to call, sends a man in motion, and gets the snap. He rolls left, wants to dink it out, does. It passes incomplete off the hands. That pretty good idea, but not a great throw to Green, and no two-point conversion. So the clock is stopped, and the Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard reads Mount Carmel 44 and Robinson 13 with 4:32 to go. We're back in 1 minute.
The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville. Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head? Or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks or even surf and turf. Located on the KOA campground, Smoking Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person or order online. And don't forget, we can also cater your next event.
It's time to get your flu shot. The Wabash County Health Department is hosting a drive-through flu shot clinic Wednesday, October 2nd from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. at the Mount Carmel Public Utility Fleet Garage located at 410 Mulberry Street. Roll up your sleeves or wear short sleeves, bring your insurance cards, and get vaccinated against the flu without having to get out of your vehicle. If you can't make it that day, appointments can be made at the Health Department by calling 618-263-3873.
Okay, Robinson kicking off left to right. Just one back for Mount Carmel. There's the squibber up the middle. They expected this, and it will bounce right to the return man. He falls on the football.
Well, hang on to it.
Yeah, back at the 36-yard line.
Cole Carmichael falls on the ball and almost didn't have it, but does. And thank goodness for that.
So now Mount Carmel can start trying to run out the clock. We're down to 4:30 to go in the game. Mount Carmel with a commanding 44-13 lead in the LIC opener for both clubs.
Here's the answer to the trivia question, which is no longer a factor given the 26-yard pass completion a moment ago. How can a receiver have more yards than the quarterback when the quarterback has thrown every pass? It's because of that 2-yard loss on one completion that went to a different receiver. So the receiver had all the positive yards, 93. The quarterback had the -2 for 91, and that's how you have that happen.
And there you go. That's how come the trivia works.
River Dasher, the quarterback now.
And the handoff is to Mount Carmel. And I believe on the carry, was that Paul Ray Garrett?
22.
Yep, Paul Ray Garrett's first carry of the day. And the freshman, who's had a big play on defense too.
River Dasher.
The freshman, yep. And he's been a part of this game already. Takes over at QB. Shane Metter's been popped a couple of times and had cramps. But he hung in the game. I mean, he shook everything off and stayed on the field except, I think, for one play.
Got a lot of new faces out there. Cole Carmichael checked out here at the man in motion now.
And there's a handoff. Ball carrier again. This time he stood up and dropped. That's Garrett. So his second straight carry may have been a loss on that one.
So giving him progress back to the line. So that carry, Scott, I think was by 25, Gabe Serrani.
Was it?
I think so.
How'd you notice that?
I got a guy that's a classmate with him over here. That helps.
Okay, we'll let Wyatt do the play-by-play.
No, we should. Well, he will do it at some point. But I didn't even see it either. I was going with you all the way on that one. It is now third down, no gain on that play.
And we're letting the clock go as long as we can. And we're down now inside the 3-minute mark. .251 as Mount Carmel tries to get the playoff. Handoff.
22.
No, I think it's 25.
You? Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, go. Okay. Well, I'm going to go with whatever anybody says.
And
that's Garrett.
We've got one player down from Robinson Slow to get up too, actually. So Garrett on the carry, and it'll be 4th down.
And still, I don't think any gain on that play.
Yeah, line of scrimmage stays at the 40-yard line. And we make some substitutions. I think we're going to bring the horses back in to get the first down. Here comes Acree. Here comes Metter.
Looks like we've got Cole Carmichael back to maybe punt here. Is it Carmichael?
Oh, yeah, we do back in the punt formation. How about that? Let's see if we can deliver this thing. Meanwhile, the clock running. We're inside 2 minutes now. 1:57 to go. Aces headed for the win.
Taking the play clock all the way down. Got 10 more seconds to
That's 11.
get off the clock.
So who's going to kick it?
That's Carmichael. Cole Carmichael.
Yep. All right, Cole, here we go.
First time he will have punted this season, and now we will spend a timeout before the play clock expires.
That's our first time out of the second half, isn't it?
It is, either way.
Right. We'll take a break, too. Timeout brought to you by Country Financial Representative Tia Morgan. Aces headed for the win. They lead Robinson 44-13. Back in 1 minute.
Hi, I have a question. I heard you were owned by the people who manage their money day to day with you.
Yep.
And that you're a not-for-profit version of a bank.
Yep.
And because you are owned by the people who manage their day-to-day money with you, and because you are the not-for-profit version of a bank, you work to keep good rates, so it's easier to borrow or to save for life milestones.
Yep. Just people helping people. Was there a question?
Yep. How do I sign up?
You can apply for a membership online at cafcu.org. or come into our local branch at 1011 Oak in Mount Carmel if you have any questions.
What does CAFQ stand for?
It's Corporate America Family Credit Union. It's so many words because we're helping so many people.
Well, that makes sense.
It is fourth down, and there is the punt. And nice little delivery. Got the ball downfield inside the 40, and it's going to dribble out of bounds at around the 37-yard line. So a kick of 23 yards, I think.
Cole Carmichael, the
nice
punter
job.
for the Aces.
We need that kicking game. So now Robinson will take over, and they're down to 1:37 to go in the game, and down 44-13.
Wowzers.
Aces will improve to 1-2 in the year. Robinson falls to 0-3. Aces win, so they'll join the triumvirate that's already there atop the standings. Alney's there. KZ Westfield is there. And I'm trying to remember the other. Hang on, I'll know it in a minute. Paris is there.
Yep.
So a four-way tie atop the standings after 1 week of conference play. But the headline news of the league is probably Alney.
Yeah, no doubt.
Casey, of course, everybody expected them to be 3-0 at this point. And here is Reese Johnson. He's going to operate in the shotgun again. Roll right. Has time. Now he's just going to take off and run. And the Aces will chase him out of bounds. Knock him out of bounds right on the line over there. No flag.
That was
Bader and Stalecki Militoni over there on the stop. That was not a hard hit, though, so the officials let it go at the 41-yard line. A gain of about 5 on the play, second down. And the clock stopped, 1:12 to go. 1:08 to go. Now it's rolling again. I guess he didn't go out of bounds.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought he sure
he
did.
Was under the tent up here on the track.
How is that not out of bounds? All right, now there's a dump throw almost picked off by Mount Carmel. Nice defense over there.
Zadok Fulop.
Yeah.
And the receiver shaking up on the play, too.
We're hitting hard with all the kids of the kids.
Robbie Eller, the senior, shaken up by Zadok Fulop, who nearly had a pick that time.
Yeah. So how about that? These are the subs on a young team. A lot of these kids getting in for the first time, and you look at them out there playing hard, wanting to get more playing time, and they're hitting hard, and yeah, there's just another example. So the clock stops.
How about that? Both the brothers, Fulop, were defending on that pass play. Zadok and Tobias right there in on the stop for the Aces. Trying to pick out some other numbers of some guys that are out there. Xander Warnkin, 68. Alex Harris, 64. Called Stalecki Militoni already. 58 is out there. That's Bowser. We've called his name a few times. 34, Harrison Lavella, the freshman, is out there. Number 50 is out there, Logan Johnson. He's a sophomore.
Yeah, good for Logan Johnson, yep.
Owen Blake is out there, number 6. And who else am I not calling yet? 72 is out there. That's the freshman Noah Hipsher. Well, he's carrying the water bottles out there. He's now left the field, and now they're going to help the young man from Robinson off the field, and he'll be all right.
Well, all these kids out here, like, Fulop and Warnken, and all these kids, their dads, they were little kids when I was broadcast. How long have I been doing this? Holy mackerel.
A long time, and we hope it goes for a much longer time than it has been.
Well, I sure hope it goes a little longer. I'm kind of doing day to day at this point. I think it's a fair way to handle things when you get to be 68.
Matteo Militoni out there, Scott, too, as well, trying to get them all accounted for.
I'm glad you noticed, because I'm just about looking into the sun through two panes of glass, and I'm not clean.
We're trying to get you. Don't you love the view at the hilltop? We can see everything.
I know Robinson
Riverview
has the
Stadium.
football. That's about all I can tell you. All right, here's Reese Johnson in the shotgun, if it's him. And I got a low snap, dropped on the ball. They had to fall on it. Dennis eventually fell on it. That was the setback. Otherwise, they'd have lost that football back at the 38.
So that'll be a loss of about 3 on the play, 4th down, and about 7 here.
That's kind of a weird play to be happening with a 1:40 to go in the game. You'd think they'd be a little more focused, but they almost lost that football.
Don't know if they have a new center in the game or not. I didn't pay attention to that.
No.
That'd be about the only real reasonable excuse. And they do have to take a snap, but that's about it to end the ball game here. Final 17 seconds.
And they're not even
They may take a penalty before they take a snap. They may just kneel it out right here. We'll see what they do.
And the quarterback in the shotgun.
Play clock at 3, 2, 1,
They get the snap off, and he will sort of run, and there's the horn,
Well,
and they just kind of
down.
quit. The play just kind of ends. Nobody tackled him. So the last play of the game kind of ends with the running back saying, oh, there's the horn, we're done. That's kind of interesting. I don't know what you give him stat-wise.
He lost 2 yards from where he took the knee.
He didn't even do that, did he?
No.
All right, so the game is over. And let's take the final look at the Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. Mount Carmel 44 and Robinson 13. We're back with a post-game show and a visit with Aces coach Michael Brewer in 2 minutes.
Hi, I have a question. I heard you were owned by the people who manage their money day to day with you.
Yep.
And that you're a not-for-profit version of a bank.
Yep.
And because you are owned by the people who manage their day-to-day money with you, and because you are the not-for-profit version of a bank, you work to keep good rates, so it's easier to borrow or to save for life milestones.
Yep. Just people helping people. Was there a question?
Yep. How do I sign up?
You can apply for a membership online at cafcu.org or come into our local branch at 1011 Oak in Mount Carmel if you have any questions.
What does CAFQ stand for?
It's Corporate America Family Credit Union. It's so many words because we're helping so many people.
Well, that makes sense.
Night conference opener here on the road at Robinson. The Aces cruised to a 44-13 victory. They led 6-0 at the end of the quarter, just 14-7 at halftime. Then they really poured it on in the second half, outscoring Robinson 30-6 over the final 2 quarters to win going away 44-13. And I think one of the big storylines we can talk about after this one is I think we answered a lot of questions about this young team, and it's a different neighborhood now that we're in LIC play. And you just never know. You saw other teams pulling up big numbers. You weren't sure about us. But Mount Carmel's alive and well.
You know, we had a lot of questions last week about, kind of the week one typical penalties and just kind of plays that took us out of some sequences there. No red flag, if you will, penalties that really cost us anything tonight. Not many penalties to speak of at all. No turnovers for the Aces tonight. We force 4 turnovers on the game and 403 yards of total offense, including 386 yards rushing for Mount Carmel. Leading the way on the ground was Elliot Akery, 168 yards and a score on 23 carries. Xander Bader had 7 for 60. Shane Metter didn't really have to carry a lot, 12 carries for 29 yards. Andrew Militoni had 3 carries for 2. Tobias Fulop, 3 carries, make it 4 for 55 and a touchdown. Jackson Kling had 11 carries and 68 yards. Paul Ray Garrett late, a carry for 4 yards. And Gabe Sirene had a carry late for no yards. Robinson, 138 yards on the ground. They finished with 259 for the game. Shane Metter, by the way, passing 17 yards, 2 completions, and 4 attempts. Reese Johnson threw the ball 13 times, was picked twice, 121 yards, 2 touchdowns. Receiving today for the Aces, Jack Webb caught both passes, 1 for a touchdown, 17 yards on those 2 completions. Their leading rusher from Robinson was Reese Johnson, 12 carries, 75 yards, as they again had 138 total, 259 total offense for the Maroons, and a big feel-good road Aces win to open up LIC play.
Yeah, you bet. 44-13 is the final for Mount Carmel, now 1-2 in the year. And, we've been saying the whole season so far, such a young team, 1 starter back on offense, 2 on defense. We're going to get better, even though we played tough competition and came out of it with 2 losses. But now look at it from a week 3 perspective. We think we answered the questions, but sports, as in life, you never settle. How much better can this team get than even today?
Right. No doubt about it. And obviously, you look at a game, and I don't care what the game, the coach will always have something that he wants the team to look at and find a way to get better at. I'm sure Michael Brewer will in this game. But, boy, does it feel good, the monkey off the back of this young Aces team, to get a win, to get it on the road, and to get it in conference play, a big boost.
So Michael Brewer is making his way up here to talk with us. We'll tell you that the post-game comments are brought to you by Short Cunningham Funeral Home, proud supporters of the Golden Aces.
And let's see.
Do we get everybody? Hey, let's plug the Sawyer Law Office again. We missed it on the flip of the coin.
Right.
There you go.
So thanks to them for that, and worked out in the Aces' favor here today.
Mount Carmel Public Utility electrifying play of the game. Which one do you want to pick?
Oh, boy.
We've got a few.
Let's go defense. Let's go with the interception.
Which one?
We're going to go with the one by River Dasher. The freshman made the pick.
Yep.
Kind of what was the first one of the day? Second of the day. River Dasher's interception defensively. The other one was by Tobias Fulop. So maybe we have 2. The interceptions.
And that was the one that was the bad call over in the. No, that was the would be offensive play.
Yeah. So no doubt, 2 big defensive plays, forced a couple fumbles, but River Dasher, the freshman. Since I botched who got the play on the interception, we'll give him the electrifying play of the day.
Well, Kyle, hey, I got to tell you, I never botch plays. Only about 30 a game, so it's going to happen.
Oh, well, here you go.
Hey,
that's Michael Brewer.
That's the Mount Carmel Public Utility electrifying play of the game. River Dasher. 44-13, the Aces win. Aces coach Michael Brewer is with us now. Hey, congratulations, Coach. I think the number one kind of reaction was I think we answered a lot of people's questions here today in the LIC opener.
Yeah, I hope so. We had a couple of things early on in the first half. We had to let a guy get behind us, which is something we had talked about prior. It was gonna be a key for the game. Thankfully it was just the one time, so that was a positive. The defense really did an excellent job from that point forward. Offensively, I thought we did a good job. Just in the first half, the way we're playing, if there's not a bunch of explosives, we got to be okay with that and be patient. I thought there was one over there on our sideline that I thought we picked up in the second quarter.
Yeah,
did. But other than that, I got to look at the film and figure out kind of what was stalling us out there a couple of times in the first half. But other than that, we came out, and again, that's where I'm telling our kids, like, we got to just be patient, in this first half and move the ball and do things, that we've talked about doing. In the second half, you start to see the chunks come, and you start to see the bigger runs pop and that kind of thing, and that's where they're going to be. So we got to be patient and wear on people, and so that's kind of what you saw today.
Yeah, 386 on the ground, 403 total. You only needed 17 yards in the air, and if you can't get stopped on the ground, you just keep pounding them. But what a job on your defense as well.
Yeah, like I said,
two picks and
yep. After that one that got behind us, I thought we really did a nice job. So, Shane almost had one right there before the half too. We recovered a couple fumbles, so we just got to keep coming and being relentless. Today was about keeping people in front of us. You saw us playing with only the one linebacker in the box for most of the day, and so that was because of the success they had against Effingham in week 1, and in week 2, Taylorville was doing something very similar to that. So right now, the plan was make them run it, invite them to run the ball and keep things in front. So the defense did a really nice job.
And boy, talk about your kids on offense. Not only just you've got this great little running machine building, but Xander Bader for the night. But really both sides of the ball, but notably on offense with what he brought.
Yeah, so he was kind of, the change of pace back, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
So we were just short on time, and, if we had the opportunity, we wanted to be able to pop one, right? And we needed to be able to knock out a chunk of yardage to get ourselves in a position to where we could throw it to the end zone or whatever it may be. So we did an excellent job getting out of bounds. They just executed really, really well, and Xander was the the first 3 quarters of that drive that made that go. He did an excellent job, and so I think you have another guy in the fullback position now.
So here we go, 44-13 to the final. You get the win, and now we look forward to Newton next week at home.
Yeah. So looking forward to being back at home for sure, and so it'll be an interesting week with a little bit of this was a physical ball game for sure, and so we'll figure out how to get our kids a break and still prepare and be ready to go on a little bit shorter week.
It was 94 degrees through much of the game.
I know.
Who would have thought that?
Well, we were expecting rain all week, right?
Yeah.
So we were expecting it to be wet all day and raining on us, and so so we'll be happy to get back to Friday nights until come playoff time, maybe.
But your guys adjusted with these young kids that you've got to deal with, and boy, they go right through it.
So we held up pretty well. So that was good. That was a positive.
All right, Coach. Congratulations on the win. Appreciate her.
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it.
Thank you. We'll have, of course, Michael Burr on next week on Friday night. The Aces back at home for the Newton Eagles. And they bring a 1-2 record back to the Hilltop for homecoming week 2024. Scoring on the night, Shane Metter from 4 yards out, 6:45 to go in the first quarter. Run failed, 6-0 Mount Carmel. Robinson took their only lead of the night on their big play with 4:31 to go in the first frame. A 66-yard pass from Johnson to Poole. The kick made it 7-6. We worried about that all night. The big play ability of Robinson, and sure enough, after a nice sustained drive from Mount Carmel, they burned us poofed like that and had the lead. But then the Aces came back and scored 20 seconds before the end of the first half. Nice little run and clock management too, and the 6-yard run by Elliot Akery. Metter then added the 2-point run, 14-7 was the score at halftime. Aces scored twice in the third quarter. One with 5:45 to go in the frame, a 6-yard pass from Metter to Jack Webb. Run failed, and then a 3-yard run by Jackson Kling, and Akery's 2-point run made it 28-7 at the end of the third period. The Aces coasted in from there, scoring with 7:08 in the fourth on a 7-yard run by Kling, his second touchdown of the day. Akery's run made it 36-7. And then how about Tobias Fulop? What an explosive run he had, 43 yards to the house. Then Xander Bader added the run for the 2 points, 44-7 with 6:11 to go. And then Robinson rounded out the scoring. Kind of a big play, not as big as the first one, but a 29-yard pass from Johnson to Brinkman. Both their scores over the air. 44-13 accounts for the final. Mount Carmel now 1-2, and Robinson falls to 0-3.
It's got one other score that was going on in the area. Game still in progress, we understand. Red Hill leading North Central Indiana 29-22. That's the only other action we really care about at this point, still underway.
You know, there's nothing better really in the world than Saturday football. It usually means it's playoff time, it's November, and everything's on the line for you. This year we got 2 Saturday regular season games and a Thursday game, but we got through the first Saturday game of the year, and Mount Carmel cruised to a 44-13 victory and put a kind of a stamp on themselves for this team as well. Now the Aces are 1-0 in the league. Again, Newton in town next week. Enjoy homecoming, won't you please, and come back and join us for the game on Friday night. The games are archived on News Channel 15's YouTube channel. When will it be shown on News Channel 15?
Replay Monday and Thursday at 7 and 11 p.m.
You know, I haven't asked you that this year, and I should have already known the answer to that.
It's every time,
yep,
right?
There you go.
Just like clockwork.
So you're going to watch it on the free TV if you don't want to watch it on the free YouTube. But there you go. It's free all the way around, at least for now anyway. All right, thank you, Kyle Peach. I'm Scott Allen. Final Aces win at 44-13, and from Crosby Field in Robinson, we say good day, everybody. All right, thank you.
Thank you.